Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Day. And we are talking about the reunion part 2. Hey, Kath. Let me give everybody a minute to get in. I was listening to my song. I listen to Purple Rain usually. I would finish listening to White Blood. I'm just kidding. Okay. I need TikTok to turn on. Is TikTok? Oh, yep, it's on. Oh, okay, you know. Okay, hi everybody. I'm Reality with Kristen Marie. This is the Who Started On podcast that is on Reality with Kristen Marie YouTube channel, also downloaded on all the podcast platforms. So if you're listening to just the audio version, you can come here, watch me record the crazy live, talk to the live chat, usually for a couple hours, and see me play with my hair and not be able to sit still. And like I said, watch the crazy live. And oh my freaking God, the freaking reunion. I cannot believe I'm saying is really freaking good, and I cannot stand. Me too. I need Meredith to go. What is I would have told her to get the F out. Go ahead, go. The second somebody gives me an ultimatum, you're out, and that's what Andy used to do. The fact that she literally, I don't get it. Like, she's worse than Lisa at this point. And actually, I'm on Lisa's side next week when she's like, they have fucked her over, but only because she fucks them over. But anyway, please like, subscribe, comment. In the chat, my best friend, Erin D, Smiling with Erin D, please subscribe to her channel. I don't know where Large is, but if she comes in, please subscribe to her channel. And I know my mods will definitely put everybody's links in the chat at some point, so please do all that for me. And go over to the podcast side if you're listening. If you're not listening, 3 things. I don't ask you for any money, unless you want to join the membership. $2.99 a month. The only members are me and my sister. But on the podcast side, if you get a chance to go to Spotify or Apple, please rate me 5 stars. I'm trying to keep my ratings up. Trying to get actually on the board. I don't even think I need to get on the board. I know. I was Kath. I know. So please rate the podcast. You don't have to listen to the episode again. You just hit download and rate it on Spotify or Apple. The links are also in the description here. And we're live on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Oh, did I turn Instagram on? I did. Oh my God. Yes, I did. Did I? Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Hey, Instagram. Hopefully they come over. Talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I need opinions because I'm all over the place. Like, I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I know how I feel, but I just like, I'm not even that upset with Heather at this moment, which is strange. Hey, I see people watching on Instagram. Hey, Dustin. Hey, oh, hey, I can't read your name because my glasses are on. Clevin. Anyway, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. I'm Jersey, and I have a hard time with grammar and stuff. Just let me know. Just a warning. Just so there's 91 people watching, and if you guys hit the like button, you're not going to see how many likes there are because I don't have that turned on. But it does help the algorithm, and I need my views up again. Like, it just is crazy. Like, for 3 weeks, I'll have like thousands and thousands of views, right? I guess it all depends what show's on, and then now it's like they're not pushing my stuff. I can tell when they push it. It's if there's comments in the comment section after the live that they push the video, I wake up with thousands of views. So I figured that out, and I can't do it myself. So I just asked for you guys to leave comments after the live's over. If you're still here, please go to it. Just leave me a comment. I love y'all. I love Salt Lake too. I'm telling you right now, I know I haven't watched Potomac in 3 weeks. I haven't watched it in 3 weeks, but I'm interested in what's going on. I want the reunion. I don't know. The reunion's not here yet, right? All right. Well, Potomac. I stopped talking about it because I started talking about Southern Charm. But anyway, I'll drop the link in a little bit. See where Larja is. I said Larja. I asked her to join me, but she might be busy with work. But anyway, I have notes, and I'm just right now, like, I can't stand Meredith. I think that Lisa. I'll get to Lisa. I can't stand her every time. Hey, Lauren, every time she thinks she's right. Emma. I talked to Emma. Like, and she's like, oh, that's not what you said, Bronwyn. It's like, bitches, what? Don't fucking clock my fucking emotions about what I thought about my husband. Like, I will lose my mind. Like, I can't stand when people talk to me. When me and my husband are doing something or going through something and somebody interjects, I'm like, I will lose my effing mind. Thank you, Kath. I love you guys. And I don't know if you guys were watching the other night when Manny and Palaver Girl were up, and I just literally left my own live. I don't want to get too into it, but I just felt extremely fucking, like, patronized. Nobody was listening to me, and I don't know how to keep my panel going. I can't control my panel. I don't like when people talk over me. I know I do it too, but laughing when I'm leaving, you clearly see I'm mad, and then I leave my own live and I come back and I'm being like, it's like they're laughing, and I'm just like, you guys are not recognizing. I did watch it back, and I realized I didn't really make it clear how upset I was, but I was like literally like muting myself. I was like, all right, guys, I'll let you guys when you guys are done. Anyway, I love Manny, love Palaver Girl. I apologize, because I got to the point where I was going to start like running my mouth. I didn't want to say things that I don't say I don't mean, but they're just not. I just got to keep my, I'm sorry. I love you guys. Anyway, I just want to apologize if anybody's watching. It was like the very last minute. It was like the last 5 minutes. So unless I learn how to control my panel, I got to watch like how many people I have up here. And I like Manny's opinions. We were talking about the Blake and Justin thing. And that's we'll go into it later. But anyway, so Salt Lake. I'm not mad at any of the characters. I want them all to come back, except, I'm Meredith is annoying, but I feel like if she's not going this season, maybe next season, because I feel like she doesn't do anything but like, you're a housewife. How do you clock how many times people talk shit on you? Are you like, I'm like, bitch, that's what you got. That's what they said about you all season. I'm like, shit, you're lucky if that's all they said about you all season. And Lisa said more than that in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, Lisa said just about that in 5 minutes. So, she wants to talk about all the things that people said about her. Look to your bestie. Your bestie's the one that talks a lot of shit on you. No, you don't do that. No, we were in the chat. We were actually in the chat. Like, we were on the panel. Like, she came up. That's what it was. My coffee's cold. And usually I don't mind, but I was getting really, like, I just had a couple questions. I was just curious. I just wanted to know why Ryan Reynolds was being, like, what set him off. And I didn't think he always was a bad guy. But anyway, sorry. I'll probably end up talking about it later. But, so the reunion, Todd looks like he'd rather be anywhere but there. But I think that he's doing a really good job of being there for his wife. I can't really tell how she feels. I do think she loves Todd. I don't know if this was a thing for her to get away from him. I don't think so. I think that he takes really good care of her. And I like that Andy gave him flowers. You know what I mean? Because the guys were being dicks. And I felt bad for him. Even though he's a boss and he probably that nothing probably phases him. Especially John fucking Barlow. The dude decides to get a backbone when? Because literally, you look later if you want. Yes, please. Yeah, you can. I want you to help me, Dustin, with that. And tell me what your opinions were. Because I feel like I was watching somebody get angry the other day on their live. And I was like, oh my God, is that what I look like? You know what I mean? I'm like, I know I sound it. I can't help that part. Because my dad told me, he thought I was yelling at him last week. And I was like, I was like, I got to really watch how I communicate. But then it's like, you guys should know me by now. Like, I'm loud. I'm sorry. Like, I just say, I guess it comes out wrong. I don't know. And especially, I'm usually mad at the person because they let somebody fuck them over. And I'm like, how can, and I'm like explaining to them what that person did to you, like why it's so fucked up. And I was like, stop yelling at me. You're yelling. I don't tell you anything. I'm like, I'm not yelling at you. And I felt really bad. I was like, I'm not yelling at you. I don't sugarcoat things. I don't know how to say it. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't know. I don't have time to sit there and my brain has too many things going on as it is. I don't need extra words. You know what I mean? I need to just get to the point. I talk enough as it is. And sometimes it's just like like after a couple seconds when we're speaking and like, people try to explain something to me, within a minute, you've lost me. Like if you can tell in my face, unfortunately, my face tells you exactly how the fuck I feel at all times. And I didn't realize how expressive I was, but so I have to watch when I start to look like I'm like, people I don't know. I'm going to say this real quick. If anybody comes up on panel, just know after a minute, you'll lose me. Like I have to like engage with you because my brain will start going somewhere else and they won't be able to follow the conversation. And that was happening the other night. And I felt stupid because I'm like, I'm the dumb one over here that has ADHD and can't literally have don't come at me with 5 different things. I'm not gonna be able to answer you. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. So I apologize. I don't even know what I'm saying. I just feel bad that I don't want to look angry either. Aaron, I think it's growth, right? Because I'm like, wow. I looked at my videos a couple years ago. I was like, wow, man, what was I mad about? You know what I mean? I should just smile more. But anyway, so Sean has backbone. I like it. I like the fact that he did not, he didn't back down either. And I just feel like Meredith also, them questioning her about her marriage was amazing. Because she's like, the fact that somebody even thinks that they be having marriage problems freaks her the fuck out. Even though she uses it as a storyline like Whitney does sometimes. And, me and Seth. Like, where's the podcast, by the way? Remember they had a podcast? Where's that at? Meredith and Seth? I'm confused. Do you not have a podcast anymore? Like, what do these people like take? That pisses me off. Like, what are you doing? You don't even take it seriously. Like, why would you start it? And it's like, it's free to start anyway. And it's like, I don't know. She should have continued the podcast she was doing and have like one of the ladies as her person. That way she can get out what she has. Because I feel like having a podcast, you can literally, it's like therapy, I think. It would be therapy for them. I mean, that's why I think all the housewives have one, because they can say what the fuck they want and how they truly feel. And, anyway, the fact that they didn't have, I don't know where their podcast is. So he works at like Dollar General or something in Ohio. And I think Meredith is like a dusty bag of bugles, like a dusty bowl of bugles. Like, I think you go to Meredith and she offers you a bowl of bugles from like, what are those stores called that carry things that you don't see anymore? Like, I think it's Dollar General or like Big Lots. He's a Big Lots person. He's a Big Lots manager. But hey, I like Big Lots. My furniture's from Big Lots. But I think that she's a dusty bowl of bugles. And I think that she gives you like RC Cola. And she does one like this. And she wants to leave because, people won't. The fuck that she wanted Monica's scene to play. Like, we saw it. We don't need you to hear. Like, I was like, this is what the fuck we're talking about right now. I can't believe this. But anyway, she spirals. She wants to leave. And it's like, fucking go. Please go. But anyway, so we have Todd. He stresses about how, he didn't like all the personal issues being brought up. But I think he needs to understand that Bronwyn, that's her job. And at the moment, she was trying to connect with the women. And I don't know if she said he didn't see that. So, it's like, I wonder how much he knows of what she said. It doesn't really matter at this point. He didn't tell her that it was, she's not wrong. It's her perception. It's her reality. Todd obviously loves her, and he promised her promises after that. The fact that she even said how she felt to them women, and they turned it against her, and then started screaming at her on the couch about, like, whether I was like, is this really happening? Like, shut up. Lisa, first of all, Emma, shut the fuck up about Emma. Second of all, don't tell me how I'm supposed to feel about my marriage and what my husband did. And, like, don't tell me I'm lying. Like, because you don't like what people said about you, because you dismissed it. Like, literally, like, could you imagine? I don't want to talk about your husband. Nobody said you had to talk about my husband. All you have to do is, like, give me, I don't know, support. Like, you don't have to say shit about my husband. I get that part, because you don't want it later down on the line, because you guys work together. And if you say something about her husband, and then he's not going to want to be around her. So I get that part. But listening to her and just, like, holding space instead of saying things that aren't on her side is, like, counteracting. If you don't have to talk about Todd, but you also don't have to tell her she's wrong either. Like, that's like, the fuck are you people? Like, they don't know how to be friends. It's obviously they don't know how to be good friends, and they just keep trying to get Roman and all this shit. And basically, it's all opinions. It's all what they fucking think, what people think. She doesn't owe anybody their money. They don't first of all clock how much money I'm spending. And if anybody ever called you and told you how much I spent at the jewelry store, I would fucking sue that motherfucking place. I'm sorry, I'm cursing. That's what I have to stop doing. I would sue that place. Don't talk about my freaking finances. Don't tell people I stole something from you. That's what that said. That's what Andy read. That she never returned, or something like not returning it on time. It's crazy. Like, Emma, you should be fired. I hope that Emma got a lot of bad press after this. I don't care how much, if she got any press at all, but, like, I hope it's bad press. And anyway, Todd was talking about how, like, I wish that, Bronwyn didn't share as much as she did. And then, he looked at Lisa and said, you saying that, Bronwyn had a miscarriage on camera with, Gwen watching, it was despicable. And John said, don't watch your tone. And Todd's like, I will not watch my tone. And John's like, I don't know what's happened. I think John said nothing after that. Or I'm like, really, Barlow? You freaking pussy with no backbone. I'll put some money in the swear jar. I'm sorry. But I just can't stand how when men act like that. You had no backbone all season. Andy even asked you why you don't stick up for your wife. Like, why don't you back your wife? Because you know she's wrong half the time. This time she wasn't. The stuff about, making the defense that they went from, like, who told everybody about Alibaba? Lisa did it, to Lisa told the group about it on camera. No shit, that's her job. Everybody saw it by then. It was somebody was going to bring it up. You think nobody's going to bring it up? It wasn't specifically sent to Lisa. It was sent to Dana, and Dana made sure I got out. Curves. Let me drop the line. This is for curves, guys. Just curves at the moment, because obviously I can't control my chat. Too many people here. It makes me mad. So I'm dropping the link for curves, or Aaron, if you want to come up. I just need to stick to my thing. Why are you not working? Just started this one. Yeah, I just started curves. Leah. I already know that's Largest name is Leah. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm in Facebook, I'm like Leah. I'm like, I can't call you Leah. It just doesn't work for me. Why don't you let me drop the chat? Let me invite, copy, paste. Where's the paste? Oh my God. No. Forget it. I'm going to send it to Instagram. I hate this freaking AI. Just whatever the chat GTP sticks, I have like a sidebar. It gets in the goddamn way. Dustin, we might have to do a face call where you can just tell me how to fix my goddamn computer. Dustin's like, first of all, you got to do this. Then you got to do this. I'm going to send it to the, I'm sending the link to you, okay, on Instagram, if that's okay. I keep trying to send it in here, but this stupid thing will get out of my way. Get out. It's crazy. All right, well, hopefully I can get in there. I can't put the StreamYard link. I wish I could send it to Mimir. Mimir, I'm going to send it to you too. And you can put it in the chat for me, please. So I'll put it to Instagram real quick. Because I'm having, it's not letting me. It's in the way. I tried to fix that the other day. But yeah, Todd and John, that was funny. And then at the end when Brahma was like, wait, don't go yet. Like, let John go. What did she, I don't know what she thought was going to happen. I just think it felt like she didn't want any more drama. You know, I get it. So Mira, just send it to you in your Instagram. Just copy it and put it in the StreamYard link. Who's calling me? The people, whoever's calling my messenger, can you, I'm live. Please don't do that to me. Okay, anyway. So John's not going to watch his tune, or Todd's not going to watch his tune. So anyway, then Lisa tries to remind the group that, like, once things are set on camera, they live on camera. Well, you literally said that somebody did a circle jerk. Or was that her doing a circle jerk or something about circle jerk? So again, why are you saying it? It's an analogy, but that's not an analogy. You said it on camera for a reason. So just remember that, okay? And then she also reminds Brahman, I apologize to you, like to wrap up that whole thing with like telling how everybody she had a miscarriage or something. And again, I don't even remember her even saying that. The fact that this, all right, so the father of Gwen, he was married. The wife and him knew about Gwen. So I can't believe that the mother thought this whole time that Gwen didn't exist. Because why would the wife be sending messages saying, a long time ago, we never got to meet Gwen before he had passed away? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know that story about that not knowing that Gwen was around. I just feel like it's, I don't know. And then Lisa needs to mind her friggin' business. Lisa took it upon herself to go find John's mom, biological mom, and he didn't even want her to. And it turned out that it was devastating what happened. So she needs to like mind her fucking business. Seriously, like I would never have brought that up to somebody that I know. Like if that kind of situation, I wouldn't be the one to go to these people and say, "Oh my God, Bronwyn," you know what I mean? It's just not my business. I would hope that they would see me on camera with, you know what I mean? I would try to make it known that I'm around and, hey, maybe you could see your granddaughter. You know what I mean? But like, at least it was the wrong one to like, I don't know. I do think Brahman also showed her the picture on purpose. I do believe that. I don't mind. I don't care. I think it would bother me knowing that this person knows my daughter's grandparents, you know, my ex, you know, that whole situation. I would not be able to stop thinking about it. So I feel like it was like, I think it was something that Brahman wanted to have, like, do that. And that way she put the, you know, the information out. Look, Gwen's here. She wants to meet you. And then she doesn't have to feel like she didn't make an effort. You know what I mean? Because maybe Gwen will say, look, Mom, why didn't you just tell them out? You know what I mean? I understand she was basically ostracized or whatever it's called. And he didn't stay with her and she did it on her own. And that sucks. And I feel bad that like the father didn't offer any support or even the grandparents. I don't get that. But thank God she worked up until the day she in the labor, and then she went back to work 2 days later. Bronwyn, her parents did not help her. So that was on the Nick Viles podcast. So yeah, when she meets Todd, of course I'm so happy for her that she was able to now relax. She raised her daughter till she was about 8, met Todd. So, you know, I feel like she loves Todd, and I don't know. I mean, I hopefully they stay together because I feel like he's an older gentleman, but he's set in his ways, but he's trying. And I love the fact that Sean and Angie live next door and they hang out. Like, that makes me happy because that makes me feel like Angie's a good, I've said this from day one. Angie's a good fucking person. She's a good friend. I've talked with her on Instagram a couple of times and it was about the Jen Shaw stuff. And she really is. And it's like, it made me cry watching her with Mary. Like when Mary was crying, I started crying. And I looked at Angie and Angie was just so like, she had her arm, she was holding her hand. She was rubbing her arm. I was like, oh my God, this is such a good moment. This is the shit. I'm over throwing wine in people's faces. I'm over the Tamara bullshit. I'm over the fucking each other over bullshit. This is the shit that like happens in real life that you want to have girlfriends to be there for you. And I'm happy they rallied around Mary this part, but they still haven't apologized. And it's I'm gonna have to stop talking about that because I don't think they realize that. But speaking of apologies, Lisa refuses to add another one. She says, I will not apologize for it. I didn't do that, something like that. And Andy's like, you know, Bronwyn, I admire you and Todd for, you know, the attempt to keep Gwen's situation out of the spotlight, even though it was the hardest thing that, at least the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Like, literally, that's the hardest thing you ever had to do, Lisa, was to, like, apologize for saying that. That was the hardest conversation you ever had. That's really fucking weird to me. If that's the hardest conversation you've ever had, you are so surfacey and just so no depth to you at all. Because I mean that's something that's the hardest conversation you ever had was tell Bronwyn you were sorry for saying that. Okay, all right, great. You have no fucking depth at all, bitch. Like I have nothing. I don't know what else. Like Lisa's just she's not a girl's girl. I don't know how she doesn't have any friends. Think about it. Like that we know of, and the ones that she says are on the show are her friends. They're not her friends because the eighth housewife makes you fuck each other over. Large, are you coming over now? I don't know. Maybe I hope you got the StreamYard. I mean, but paste actually might be this fuck. I can't take this thing. Get out of here, ChatGPT. I swear. Oh my God, it's whatever, man. Maybe I'm like blind. No, autofill. This fucking piece of shit. Oh no, you know, paste this up here. Lessons. I probably have such an easier way to do this. I bet it's not working. Mimir, did you get the StreamYard chat? The StreamYard link and put it in here for me? Maybe I'm not seeing the comments. I don't know. Okay, I can't see the comment section. I wish this would go away. I don't know what it is. I need to go away though. Blocking my thing. Paste. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, go. All right. So after that, we have Meredith and Sean's conversation. So irritating. I'm so over this fucking thing. Thank God they literally spelled it the frick out for her that he did not say this. So Meredith and Sean are talking about this podcast episode that, you know, first of all, she's saying, I never told anybody Sean was gay. She never says this, right? She insists that Angie does everything. She accuses Meredith of everything that she does. You know, that's what Meredith says. Meredith, Dustin, I'm sorry. I don't want, if you come up, please just stick to Housewives with me. Or if we're going to do this with my computer, we have to do it after that. But I need to stick to my notes, please. Love you. Did you hear me?
Dustin? Yes, I heard you.
All right. Let me
stick to the Housewives.
I know. I'll go through each segment and then I'll ask you what you think. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I seen some clips of it. I don't watch the whole thing. I just seen the clips of it.
Well, then what good are you? I'm just kidding. But you know what's going on if I ask you, like, what, you know what.
Yes, I know what's going on. I know everything that's going on about that show. I don't watch the whole thing, but I watch the clips.
It's so good. You should. It's so freaking good. It's really good. It's actually like, so Meredith, she's like being accused of calling Sean gay. And she says that Monica's the one that told her that. Monica said first she said Meredith did tell her that, and then she said Meredith didn't tell her that. Meredith is hell bent on making sure that they play the audio for the entire world where Monica says she didn't say it. But she says both things, right? She's literally ready to get up and leave. She said the only reason she came to the reunion was to prove that point. Are you kidding me?
Why? You should be fired. Why even come to the reunion for?
Because she's like, I don't know what she thinks. She doesn't have to be there. She doesn't have to like be. I don't know. You only went there to clear that up.
You have to be there if you won't get paid for the reunion. But
well, like that, you should want to be there. You should want to, talk to your people. Like, you know what I mean. You should want to resolve conflict. Like the fact that you got up and were screaming and threatened to leave. Fucking leave. Go, please. Hey, Larja.
Hey, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
It wouldn't let me sign in on my iPhone.
Oh no! Oh, that's such a pain in the ass. You have to get it like. Safari and stuff. You're like, what?
I've been trying to sign in ever since you dropped that link, girl.
I was like, I know. Well, I'm only on the second part, so we're good. But
okay.
Okay, so first off, Todd, and did you believe? All right, so that whole thing with Bronwyn, when they were screaming at her about, well, that comes up later, but the fact that she was, he didn't cheat emotionally, whatever it was. Like, I feel like them screaming at her, like, you told us that was this and this. I don't really believe it's any of their freaking business. And just because she was opening up, that was the whole point of it. Like, whatever her perception of what happened with her and Todd, that's her reality. And Todd's not denying it. So why do these bitches have any right to tell her, you told us something different? You told us blah, 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 blah. Like,
and what about, you are so right about that, Krista. That really triggered me because they just, I don't know, they all lie. They all then backtrack when it's something very personal and they decide they don't want to talk about. And I feel like when it comes to their marriage and their kids, they have a right to backtrack. Because why was that even brought up?
Yeah, and I don't think she was really backtracking. They were backtracking for her. Like, somebody just, I guess they were asking about her, and she said, look, like, or Todd, how did Todd feel? Todd said, look, I didn't see that scene. And all he said was, I would prefer her not to, share so many details. And that was it. And the rest of them are like, oh, did you do it? Do it? Motherfucker, what? Don't worry about it. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it. You know what I mean? What, like, yeah. So what? My wife is opening up to you because I made her feel a certain type of way. I took responsibility for it. Don't tell her it's something it's not. Like, I'm like, who the fuck are you bitches? Are you fucking kidding me? The shit we hear about your marriages, and you're going to sit there and say, oh, but you said it was something different. You said, Bronwyn, you told me that I was there for you. We were there for you. We should have been there for you. Really? Fucking go. Like, what is the problem? I'm so confused. Did they not read the room? Nobody wants you to fucking be bitches. You're the only two. You look like dusty old bags of bugles. That's what they are. They're dusty bags of bugles. And, you got the other couch where it's like beautiful Angie, Bronwyn, they're all supportive. You got Mary holding each other's hands. Like, I'm like, this is, and even a little bit of Whitney, even though I can't stand Whitney. She tried to fuck Lisa over. It didn't work. But, I mean, she tried. They all tried. But, Lisa reminds everybody how she apologized to Bronwyn about the miscarriage thing. I don't even remember her saying anything like that. I don't know. But I don't
remember that either.
I also feel like they should know. They knew Gwen was around. They knew Gwen was born because the wife of the father knew. He got married to somebody. She sent messages at one point to Bronwyn saying, we never got to meet Gwen before he passed away. So if she knew, then the parents knew Gwen was there. 18 years. He passed away like when she was like 1 or 2. So 18 years. You never came to look for your granddaughter. I find it. And I said, I think Bronwyn probably did purposely make sure Lisa heard as maybe a last ditch effort to like try to get these people to want to meet their granddaughter or like something. So she can say, look, I tried everything, and I feel like it was a big ask. It was a big try for Bronwyn to even do this if she did it purposely. And Dustin, you put your thing on your avatar on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, right on, because I can't see you guys anymore.
Dizzy. He's making me dizzy. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But for one, I still feel like what she's mad about with Lisa, she has a right to be mad about, because that after scene was 6 months. Lisa knew she didn't want it aired.
Mm-hmm.
She told.
I don't know. I think Laura just drive in, but okay. Yeah, I mean, like Larger was saying, like she was opening up to them. She didn't feel supported by them. That was the point, and they were having a side conversation. I don't like how they go, oh, you had a little side conversation after you opened up to us on the boat. Yeah, because I didn't feel supported. Like, I'm sorry, am I not supposed to talk to the people that are here for me about how I'm feeling? Like, I'm supposed to just go be alone with my feelings and fuck me and not have, you know what I mean? Not like she's asking their opinions. Dustin's down because he's making. Dustin's right here. He's making me dizzy though. Yeah, and then I had a couple comments that, like, they just asked for him to not, because you're moving around. I get it, because some of my people talking on FaceTime, that bothers me too. It's just distracting, but we love Dustin. He just, who knows. But anyway, so Meredith's rant, that was amazing. They finally proved with the podcast. They keep replaying that podcast, and he was leading him into that question. Sean just said how he felt. He's not going to apologize. Even though Meredith, God forbid, she's going to leave if you don't play the audio. They play the audio. We say it. She can't. That's not good enough for her. Monica said both things. So, okay, why don't you play both? How she said you did say it and she didn't say it. What do you want? You know what I mean? Let's just call it even. Meredith, you're the one that said the husbands. Oh, Angie, the husband. You did bring up something. I don't know what you brought up, but you said something was nasty about the husbands, and you're talking about Sean. So the fact that you even brought his shit up again, well, Lisa brings it up again, him being gay or whatever at wherever they were. It's like, dude, really? Like, he's like, I'm never gonna get away from this. And I don't think they even give a shit. They own 20 salons or something. I think it's like 12. I mean, they're a big freaking deal in Salt Lake, a huge deal. And I love Angie. Like I said, she's a great friend. And they built I'm glad they built a house, I think, next to Bronwyn and Todd, which is also awesome. And I think that that's a great friendship, and Mary too. And I think that Mary and Bronwyn will end up being really good friends. And I feel like Brittany, she is reading the handbook from like 5 years ago. Or she's like 10 years ago. She's got the handbook from 10 years ago. She's got to move on. We need her to either up. Her blonde hair looks horrible. She's not there yet next week, but they don't like her. And I kind of understand why. Like, she just kind of was weird the whole time. And like I said, she's reading the handbook, but it's the old handbook. We have an updated one. You know what I mean? Like, we're a little bit more mature. Large, it won't let you up. Why? Oh my God. Why? Let me try send it to you again. Does it matter why I send it to you? Is it better to Instagram? If you get off of, you're on your iPhone. I want to let you come up. Hold on. Mimir, I can't get it in there again. Did you put the link in there earlier? The link I sent you on Instagram. You did. Can you repost this one? I can't post it. Can you repost the link for me? I don't know why I won't let you come up. Let me see. You can see me. Everything's good, right? Dustin, you're good, right?
I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Laura, just going to send you a new link. If you want me to send it to your Instagram, will that open up your Gmail, or no? You stay on your iPhone. And also on iPhone, make sure if you have any of your old StreamYards open, like any in your, like maybe you didn't close all your tabs on your iPhone. If any of your old, it'll open yours before it'll open up your new one, like me. So sometimes it'll just open up and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to my old live. But you have to close all your StreamYard links. That's another thing too. But anyway. I also was drinking tea today because my voice, my voice is so raspy anymore. I know I smoke vapes, but like I don't know if that's it or not. It's like 50 degrees. But anyway, so we have Monica, which I'm they're going to keep talking about Monica did this, Monica did that. The Monica of it all, like I said, at this point she should be on. Let me know if you hear my fan. If you hear it
I
too
can't
loud.
hear it. I don't hear your fan. I can.
Okay, you don't?
No, I can't hear it.
All right, good. Because it's loud here, but I'm hot. I'm really like, I told George, I think it's my high blood. I do have high blood pressure. It's like usually really high. It's like 1/10 the low number. And he's like, I didn't know that makes you hot. Where's audio? Okay, everybody's good. No, I don't want to automatically.
I didn't know you had high blood pressure.
There we go. Oh yeah, I have to take it 3 times a day. Oh, I have to take my medicine. Oh my God. I have to take blood pressure medicine. I started I don't know. I feel like since the jabby thing, I have a heart murmur all of a sudden, and I have high blood pressure now. And I've never had anything. I've never even been vaccinated, even when I was a kid. My mom didn't believe them, and I've never been sick a day in my life. Well, I'm lying. I had the measles. I had the mumps one time when I was 7. Never got it again. I don't get sick. I don't get the flu. I don't get any flu shots or anything. I only did it because of the tour. The bars weren't going to let us in without the card. And I didn't know you could buy the card. But anyway, I'm freaking out because I feel like where's my blood pressure medicine? Downstairs. I feel like it's downstairs. I feel like it has something to do with that, and I'm freaking out. But I'm gonna just keep talking to the universe and being on the most benevolent timeline possible. And I'm so upset. Where's Florence? You won't let her up. You came up fine, Dustin, right?
Yeah, but I use the mobile app.
I know, but I feel like you can still do it. I just feel like it's more of a pain.
It's more difficult now since I have this mobile app.
Yeah, I know. I can't do it with my iPhone. It sucks. I'm gonna resend it to larger life and see. Okay. All right. Hey, Lord. Okay. All right. So anyway, like I guess Meredith projects her feelings onto renting the home. So we're talking about the renting thing, right? She's literally talking about how
the rent thing.
listen, Angie says, she's like, Angie points out that I rent. And Meredith is hearing it the way she wants to hear it. She's projecting her guilt of renting. I have a winter summer, what's she called, a ski lodge, a winter ski lodge or something. Like, she'd make it sound like a vacation for half the year. Because I only live here half the year. So you don't even live in Salt Lake? What are you doing here? Go back to your bugle farm. The bugle, whoever makes bugles. Like, you don't even live in Salt Lake.
Why she's even on the show. She don't live in Salt Lake City.
I can't believe she actually rents a house in Salt Lake just to do the show. You're not even a real person. You're not a real housewife. And I guess Lisa's not building either. Lisa's not buying anything either. I think Lisa lives in Park City, but I just can't stand the fact that Meredith is like, her kids don't even live there. What are you doing here? And you have a store? What do you have? I guess because she owns a store in town.
Well, she was on it before, so she's on it again.
Mm-hmm. Why are you buying a house? I'm confused. I know you're in your 50s, 60s, right? Your kids are good. Why have you not bought a home? You know what I mean? If you have bad credit or something, say you have bad credit. Or I don't know. It's weird. Renting's weird. Actually, if our house wasn't paid off, I would want to rent because it's so freaking expensive to fix anything. Like, you always have something's always broken. And then property taxes are a nightmare.
Okay. You're not telling me nothing I don't know about.
Like, Dustin, you don't have to pay them yet. You're only in your 20s. We have to pay our property taxes, and they're like $5,000 a year. It's like, and then if you don't pay them, they take your house. It's like I wish President Trump would take it away. We're the only country in the world, in the whole entire nation or entire planet, that has property taxes. I didn't know that. I'm like, oh my god. And then if something happens to you, your house goes right to your children, no matter what. Like in other countries. I also heard that other countries were like having marches for us, saying "Free the Americans" or something, because they heard how bad we have it here, how expensive it is. And I sent her the link too. I know. I'm trying to hold on a little bit, but I'll still talk about it when Larger comes up. But so yeah, Meredith's still pissed at Sean about the cot, like the whole podcast thing, gay rumors, freaking out, like all that. And then the podcast, like, Sean explains he never tried to disrespect Meredith. I think he was trying to make a peace with her. It sounded like. Like, it was a huge waste of time, like Andy said. Why are we literally talking about this? Meredith starts backpedaling about it. And then, about this whole thing about the gay rumors. She is the one who said the husband, okay? I don't know why we're not just showing that clip instead of going back to Monica. It doesn't really matter. You brought up what's going on with something with her husband. My parents, when the house that they sold in West, a couple towns there, the one we grew up in was like $13,000 a year. I couldn't fucking believe that. On top of a mortgage they used to have. Like, I was like, and I think they're really expensive now with the house that they have now. They bought my brother's house, and like they have the shore house, and they bought my brother's house up here or off the island, and it's like they have to pay. We wouldn't even be able to pay for the property taxes if something happened to them with the other house. We'd probably have to sell it. And they're sport, you know what I mean? It's crazy. We shouldn't have to. I hope this all changes, because I am so sickened by how much money we are getting fucked out of. The fact that other countries can eat dinner for like $10.
Me too.
I'm sick. I'm like, what? I want to move. A 90-day fiance? Why do they want to come here? Who the fuck wants to come here? Now they want to, maybe because of Trump. I'm not trying to be political, but like, I feel like everything that he's stands for is what is for us. And the fact that we're sitting on our high horses, acting like we're something fucking great, which I know we're not. But everybody else looks at us like we're paved with gold and, land of milk and honey, and the honey is disgusting. The milk is expensive. Like, there's no roads paved with gold. The opportunities here suck because, like, you're not part of the 1%. And if you're middle class, you're still paying out your fucking ass. We are literally probably considered poor because my husband, we don't pay our mortgage. We don't have a mortgage, but literally I'm still fucking in negative. My bank account was in the negative, mine, and he gives me money on mine. It's like crazy. It's like constantly. You have to pay $80,000 to put into this house. Still, it's going to cost $80,000 to remodel this house because it's really old, and this is the house.
$80,000.
Huh?
$80,000.
Yeah, because it's getting gutted. Both floors are getting gutted. The basement. It's actually not that bad for what I'm getting done. I'm knocking a couple of walls out. I need a new kitchen, a new bathroom. Everything's being taken out. Everything up to the studs because it's all from when he lived here when he was younger. and then I'm getting new furniture and stuff. So it's gonna cost. I have to give the contractor $80,000. It's not that bad. I'm gonna try to mortgage it, not mortgage it. I'm gonna try to like do a loan and just pay it monthly and try to pay it off quicker. But yeah, I want them. I wish she would take them away because we're about to pay like we have to pay $1,500 like every 4 months or something, like every 3 months. I mean, it's not that. I mean, it's just I hate giving that money away. That's why I owe the IRS so much money. I hate this. I do not want to pay them back. I went to prison because I didn't want to pay the fuck back. It makes me really mad. And my dad was right our whole lives that they're not for us, they're against us. And yeah. My mom's the opposite. My mom was like, well, I thought, we'll get it. I'm sorry. Let me move on. Okay. The rent thing. I promise you guys, I was trying to stay on track, but I realized my brain doesn't work that way. But anyway, thank you, Dustin. And I apologize if I was being ignorant by putting you down.
It's fine.
I feel bad about it. I'm sorry. The other night, it wasn't even, you weren't on there, but the other night, I don't know what happened.
I dropped down.
I know. The other night, I just felt really like, I don't know. I was trying to I wanted you guys to watch it and tell me what you thought. But I rewatched it and I was like, I was in my feelings about probably other stuff too. I feel so insecure sometimes. And then when I can't control my panel and I'm trying to get a point across, it doesn't work. I get so frustrated.
It's okay.
But that's a crystal
I dropped down, so I wasn't
Were you
there.
there? You on that one?
I was there, but I dropped down.
Oh, that's right. You were there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just felt like I was, anyway, whatever. I'll talk about Blake and Justin after this, but
it's okay.
Yeah. Because I don't want people to say that I don't believe victims or something. I'm trying to figure out where why she said it. You know what I mean? And I didn't know. I'm not going by what I don't know Ryan Reynolds. I don't know these people. I'm going by what we have seen, what we've heard, and what's in the what people.
I got your back anyway. So.
Huh?
I said, I got your back anyway.
I know. But if there's something I'm not seeing, I want somebody to point it out. Like, what are you guys seeing that makes you think Ryan's the problem? But anyway, so what's going on? Okay, so she doesn't get what she wants, right? Monica said she did it. She didn't say it, whatever. She told her she could leave, and that's it. Meredith wants to leave. I think they should have played a scene where she said, "You can leave." They played to her, and then she can leave because it's ridiculous. I don't understand why it's such a big deal to Meredith. The fact that she even has a list of what people said about her, that was funny. But Whitney said, "What do you just watch it and write down what people say about you? Like, are you not a housewife? What the fuck do you think your job is? That is your goddamn job. People are going to talk shit on you. That's that's probably the first rule of this entire thing is don't be mad when people talk shit on you or to you or call you out. That's what they asked. Literally, the third housewife. Well, now he's the 8th housewife, but in the very beginning, they were right in the midst of it. They tell them what to do. And I've also found it too, before they even get anywhere, the crew tells whoever's going to be at the scene, what they're supposed to talk about and all that. So they know ahead of time what's coming. And that part bothers me too. I know they have to stick to make some kind of story put together with the producers, but I feel like it's so produced now that I don't know. You never know. We got sitting there friggin' Meredith screaming, you can't believe anything that comes out of Monica's mouth. That comes out of Heather's mouth. And Heather's the one who's been lying bad Mormon. Black Eye Gate, Jen Shaw, you admitted to be a whole ass fucking liar. And so is Lisa. And you're literally going to say that I can't stand liars. Monica's a fucking liar. Are you Mormon or you're not Mormon? Are you a sister gay? What's your deal? I don't understand. You literally said you had a black eye from Jen Shaw. You didn't. Then you said you were protecting her. When you literally could have just said you hit it on the door, bitch. That would be protecting her, not running your mouth at all, not perpetuating a lie for 2 years that she did it to you. And then saying she did. And then admitting to protecting a violent criminal where she could have been violent with anybody there and you put people in danger, I feel. Heather Von Teese. I didn't forget about that either. We didn't get to Heather Von Teese yet. Heather Von Finsta.
Welcome back, Larger.
Huh? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Basement. It's actually not that bad. Knocking a couple walls out. I didn't even
still here?
Everything's being taken out.
Here, I can hear you.
I have to mute the tab. Okay. I muted. Wait, are you guys there?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Can you hear me?
I just muted.
Yes, I can hear you, Larger.
Uh-oh. Instagram has to be muted. StreamYard is not muted. Sorry about that. Sorry, I muted the wrong one. Sorry.
That's okay.
I was hearing myself. I thought I had an extra tab open. That's probably open too. Okay.
No, it was larger.
I know. Larger. Are you? I think largest things on here. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm still here. If you can hear me.
I can hear you. So what do you think about Monica being a liar, right? But then Heather screaming, "We can't believe Monica." After that bitch is a whole ass liar. Like, how dare that?
You know what? So what did Monica lie about?
Meredith bringing up the Sean rumor about Sean being gay. First, she said she did say it. Meredith is the one that brought it up, and then Monica said she didn't say it. And all she wanted was them to play Monica saying she didn't say it. That's the whole reason Meredith went to the goddamn reunion, was for her to clear her name over that. And
they all lie. Exactly. Whitney just said that Heather told her that Lisa sucks dick for jazz tickets. Nothing to see here, folks. So what's the problem now?
Literally, because Monica told everybody that Meredith called Sean gay. It's like, we're still talking about this. I thought we went last year. The husbands, that's why, Meredith, that's why. And he's not going to apologize for the podcast episode for the 1800th time. Leave. If you have to leave, I wish you would just leave. Because I don't like ultimatums. I don't like ultimatums. If you give me one, you're fucking out. You're out.
She's gonna be. She
should. Yeah. I heard what you were saying earlier about how she rents in Park City in just a couple months. There were other people that were considered for franchises and not allowed to even be considered because they weren't in the right city. And I heard that happened for like New Jersey, and they didn't want any half-timers. And I heard that happened for other couple of franchises where they wanted them in the place. And now they started making like allowances for them to be outside of Beverly Hills and outside of hometown. You know what I mean? So
you're not real house.
Besides Meredith, Sarah, she's really boring. Meredith is boring. Meredith is so boring, and she does use her children all the time, and she uses his community all the time, and she's boring without it.
She's a bag of bugles, a dusty bag of bugles. I
like bugles, especially the caramel ones. I like to bite the little tip off, and then I blow through it, and then I eat it.
Literally, I think that you get them at like Big Lots. I think Big Lots sells them, right? I don't see them anywhere else.
Big Lots and certain gas stations out here have them.
Yeah. So Seth is like the manager. Seth probably brings them home from his Big Lots job in Ohio. Like that has got to be the most like bland, boring looking. I just can't imagine him coming home from his Big Lots. He's the big shot at Big Lots. It's probably like a black and gray suit. It's probably all dark and like cold and, I don't know. You have a Skinner. You rent a Skinner. She goes, we rent a winter ski lodge or a winter wonderland. It's our winter.
Because Seth ain't there. Seth is not there. Seth is in Ohio.
So is her kids. Her kids aren't even there. Her kids are in like New York. It's like, bitch, go. Like, you can really leave. Like, you tell everybody else to leave. You can leave. Literally. We're not going to miss you. They just tried to set you the fuck up. Like, literally. And she's trying to set Lisa up. I mean, I don't blame her, but it's not working.
I kind of got off Meredith when I saw how she flipped on Mary. And then for her to be like, Mary used me. I feel like she used Mary because nobody was really messing with Meredith like that when she was messing with Mary. And she was able to bring Mary around to antagonize them. And so it was like she was using Mary. I didn't see that Mary was using her. And but when she turned it off, I was like, oh, okay, Meredith, I see you, girl.
She's like, oh, what does everybody say about me? Let me get out the list. Like, you're a housewife. You're fucking used to it. What do you think what do you think's going to happen? You should thank them for talking about you, making you fucking relevant, like Crystal said. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're mad about it? Let them stop talking about you. Seriously. Let's stop talking about Meredith. She doesn't want us talking about her. Let's never say her name again. Let's make her so fucking irrelevant that she doesn't have to worry about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Did I miss what you said about the husbands? Because they were first on the thing, right? They were still on the theme. I love Todd. I feel like John, Mr. Lisa, is
A
he's
loser.
not as big and bad as people. And people are like, oh my God, he stood up for Lisa. No, you're a simp.
He didn't.
Just
He
like
got
you were
called out.
before.
He
And
did.
I
Yeah.
feel like he speaks up when he knows his wife is in the wrong. Like he's like, wash your mouth. Because he really high key probably thinks that was inappropriate for her to be bringing up miscarriages of other women on the thing. And then she was getting checked for it. And he's like, watch your tone. No, check your fucking wife
Yes.
before we bring up your kids. Because last year she was so mad at Heather for talking about the boy going on the missionary thing to indoctrinate the people into white Christianity in Colombia. Remember? And Heather was like, said, oh, I just want to know that he's going to be okay on the mission. And Lisa went ballistic. So why doesn't Bronwyn have an opportunity and Todd to go ballistic over what she just said about Gwen? Right?
I know. Exactly.
And that's what Bronwyn's point is about the double standard of the right couch to the left couch, where they expect certain things from the other people as far as sticking up for them. Don't bring up my kids. Don't bring up my husband. But they all do it. And Bronwyn's like, so why are the rules different?
Exactly.
Right? But when the husbands were sitting up there and John tried to jump at Todd, it didn't land.
No.
And when
he probably peed himself.
Justin's excuse for not sticking up for the bitch towards his wife
was,
you can tell they're about to get divorced. They're about to be divorced.
I was like, he's like, oh, I love it.
That's a sign.
Yeah. He's a funky looking dude. I don't know. He looks like he looks like Humpty Dumpty or something. I don't know. He just looks very red.
Mikey likes it. Mikey'll eat it. He'll eat anything. Remember that commercial for that cereal?
Yes, Mikey likes it.
Yeah, he reminds me of a grown-ass Mikey.
He really does. I don't want to picture him and Whitney having sex. Like, I don't ever want to see them ever again naked with anything on their bodies. I'll never get rid of that image out of my head. You know, on that they were on the slip and slide with all chocolate. I don't know what they had all over them, but you know, thinking about her being under his desk when they were both married. I'm like, ew, like, come on. Too much information. But John and Justin, they apologize to each other. But literally, you know, when they start talking about the rumors about Lisa's marriage, you know, Lisa's like, you know, you said a circle jerk. You know, she's like, you know, words matter, you know.
Lisa was so proud of it. I did not like how Lisa was so proud of it, sat up even straighter when she's like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Because
it's an analogy.
Oh my gosh. But we can't talk about her North Star getting jerked off by the freaking lady while she's getting tongued down. Okay, Lisa. It's all fake. And it's so duplicitous.
Sorry.
No worries, because Monica did what they all do. And I feel like Bronwyn learned fast after she got told on by by Heather in that way. And she looked at Lisa and she's like, Lisa, like, you're going to listen to Heather right now. And then remember, Lisa wanted her to make it right with Heather after Heather told on her. And then what did we see Bronwyn do? Bronwyn took that and ran with it. Bronwyn, the rest of the season, would immediately go kind of distort stories and then immediately go and want Lisa to react and make them apologize. You know what I mean? Because she showed her what the game she was playing.
True. I think when Bronwyn went into this, she's like, I'm not going to let them like play me. Like, I'm going to make sure I track everything that's going on and I call people out because they're going to do it to me. So I feel like she was not letting anything go unsaid or undid because it come back to bite her in the ass. But it's like, you're going to have to call them out. That's how this game, unfortunately, they're making this franchises that way. They have to go against each other because what the producers say. And she's like, you know, I'll be okay as long as I'm honest. If I say something, I'll tell the person to their face, or I'm not going to talk shit. You know what I mean? But talking shit about somebody and being or having friends and like confiding in your friends about how you feel is different. She wasn't talking shit on Lisa after Lisa wasn't there for her on the boot. She was upset about the way she was being treated about it, and how dare her have feelings about the way they were treating her about when she was opening up to them. I don't care if she was telling them she fucking did 2 shits, you know, took 5 shits that day and cried about it. Fucking be there for her. Don't question it. She's obviously in pain. It's like, who cares what the fuck? Like,
he obviously did something if he gave her a 5-diamond ring with new promises. Something happened.
And the
I feel like he backpedaled on it because he hadn't seen the scene yet and they were attacking her. So it's just like, let's just not even mention it. Like, we're good right now in this moment.
Yeah, I think too, like, she was trying to, I do see what she was trying to do on the boat, but like, still, if that's one thing that really, really hurts her and that's how she's feeling about how they treat her, then, you know, fuck her for trying to fucking like say, look, I feel this way, you know, like, I'm explaining to you. And the fact that she actually said to Meredith off camera that we didn't see, that Meredith, I'm sorry, you're right. I took what you said into consideration about, you know, Todd. She apologized and said to Meredith, they were good. So the fact that Meredith keeps bringing it the fuck up, I was there for you. I was there. How dare you? You told us something different.
So Meredith and Lisa, they both pretend to be over shit, and then as soon as they're called on their bullshit, they become a victim for some shit you thought was resolved. Yeah, that's their whole MO.
Yep, the goal keeps moving. The goalpost moves constantly. Yeah, and you're like, oh, I thought we did this. Like, I already kicked the ball. We're done. I made a touchdown. We're good. Oh, I got to do this again. Like, I'm not going to do this over. First of all, I repeat myself enough. And I don't need to keep repeating my apologies either. Like, fuck off. Mm-hmm. The only reason you're still there is because we need the, you know,
And the only reason they bring them up is because they don't have nothing going on.
That's what I was about to say. Exactly. And I hate the fact that Seth blamed him being drunk or whatever and how they were tired for screaming, biatch, biatch. It's different.
Yeah, that's not okay. If it's over in New York, they still be mad about Pavic calling Saya bipolar bitch for saying he's going to sex vacations instead of going and getting a hoagie. You know what I mean? It's just like sometimes you need to apologize to the man too.
Yep. And Angie called Meredith a bitch twice. That's a woman. That's two women. You're calling a fucking woman. He screamed it twice again. It's not. It's different. Oh, well, my wife just called a bitch twice by Angie, which I don't remember her saying that. But like, I didn't see her say that at all. But whatever. The fact that it's not the same thing, and whatever. Like, it's not a mic drop moment, Seth. Like, shut the fuck up. Go away. We don't like you. You know, you're Mr.
He never apologized. He never fully apologized. And Justin never checked him and was just like, apologize to my wife, bitch.
I'm like, exactly. You can't walk into court and tell the judge, I was drinking, sir, and that's why I did it. So it's going to be okay. Okay, you can go home because you were drinking.
Well, if a woman did just call his wife a bitch, then why are you a man calling me a bitch? That has nothing to do with the answer.
Mm-hmm. And then there was in that scene when that happened, Meredith, Angie was saying how or Sean said at one time, Lisa was on the phone with Angie and like screaming at her, calling her every name in the book. Like, and literally Sean was right there in the room, like listening to it. And he brought that the fuck up. And you know what? That was over. That was really over. She wanted to see Angie's text threads to make sure Angie wasn't in on setting her up with the Finsta. She was so pissed the fuck off at everybody. That's why she was screaming at Angie, "You're not my friend. Show me your fucking DMs." Like, and that's what the whole thing with Sean brought up. Like, I just listened to you berate my wife. And it was over that. That's according to Dana. But yeah, I believe it. Like, they kind of brought it up again. Like, Angie's like, she doesn't even know who I am. She thinks I'm a completely different person. And we know, we can see Angie. I know Angie's a good friend. It's obvious. And be normal and not like logical, which is kind of hard to do on the Housewives because you have to be a little ridiculous. But it's like, she's not going to back the fuck down and like kiss the ring. Lisa and Heather are losing Heather's lost her power. Lisa definitely lost her power. And I feel like Angie, Mary, that whole couch is gaining their power back. You know, the left side. Yeah. We always like the left side. I like the left couch. I mean, we're more of like most benevolent timeline type of people, but we don't like to pick sides. We don't like to keep a war going. But if you had to, I would pick the left side couch. I'm just saying.
Definitely.
They're as much as Whitney's a little old liar. I'd rather have her there than the other two. We need to move. Wait, who's on that couch? No, they need to go, right? Is there anybody over there that we like? Oh, no, Brittany's over there. She can go too. Her blonde hair is ridiculous. I don't like it. But so after the affair, you know, it's like, again, don't tell me how to feel. And Lisa, all right, so then Meredith doesn't want to be accountable for Brahman's shit, which is ridiculous. Anyway, Meredith and Seth, that whole thing. Meredith and Seth talking about their relationship. I love the fact that somebody actually asked them if they were doing okay. The fact that people think they're not doing okay makes Meredith mad, and I like it. Because
Right.
optics, you guys don't look like you're fucking married. You got upset when he left. He's there. He said he's there. I mean, I'm there 5 days a week. That's not traveling for work. You're just not living with your wife.
Right.
He's like, oh, you should try it because it feels like a date on the weekends. I'm sorry, I don't want that marriage. I would not want to live across the country from my husband. That's weird. Why are you fucking here?
Because if you're on a date with your wife on the weekend, then you're on a date with your girlfriend during the week.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, you're not a Real Housewife of Salt Lake City. You're not even a resident of Salt Lake City, honestly. And again, why would you even be on the show? You and Lisa aren't friends any longer. Lisa rents too. We don't know what her deal is. I guess she's probably always lived there, maybe. But, or no, she hasn't. She's from New York. See, these women are crazy. She went there wanting to start that. I'm turning Instagram back on. Wanting to start the franchise. And they said she was going to do like a restaurant something, Lisa. But they didn't do it. But they ended up doing this show. But if she gets kicked, I don't think Lisa's going anywhere. But I really think that one of them has to go. I don't know. I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think anybody is, unfortunately. Because no matter what, it's still drama. It's better than what we've had in years past, except for Monica. I got to take Monica. I feel like this is a freaking really good reunion so far. And the things that I got mad about are being called out about, thank God. But we'll see. We'll see if Von Teese and Finsta gets called out. I don't remember if it has yet, but all right, Instagram, turn you on.
Those girls on the right couch, did you notice they all start yelling about the same thing at the same time so the other people can't get in
God, that was so fucking annoying. I didn't hear them.
And then Angie only texts to me, he's checking the left couch harder. He's always about the oopa, and letting Lisa go on. Lisa is interjected on everybody else's answer, and he doesn't base on her ass. And then Angie can't even finish a sentence.
Nope. It's like, why? That's what I'm saying. Don't ask me. We can't figure anything out if you're not going to let me finish speaking.
Right.
Because I'm trying, you know what I mean? I need to, like I was saying the other day, I have to, I don't know. I know that I have a hard time communicating, but I was trying to make a point about Ryan Reynolds and all that crap. And my head got so jumbled. I'm like, I would not be able to sit here and do that. Like they did that to Monica last year too. Monica could not say anything she wanted to say to debunk anything they're saying because they're all screaming at her and they're not shutting it down.
He let it happen, and Andy did not help. Andy for his own self, but Andy knew he was wrong because he knows production knew, and everything ended up the way it ended up. So I feel like he distanced himself from her so that he could pretend like, oh, we didn't know for real, you know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved Mary. So Mary's segment was awesome. I love Mary now. I'm so glad that she is open. She's open to that friendship because I see them as I really see them as being good friends for a really long time. And I think Bronwyn too, because Bronwyn is Angie's neighbor. I mean, of all, Mary's finally clocked in and I love it. I love the fact that her and her son they had a little bit of a conversation, but they were open to having it on camera. And for somebody that, like I said this before, Mary couldn't have done a better job for not knowing anything that's going on, for not having any experience in being a mom of a son or a child that has an addict, that you just find out. There's nothing she could have said better than what she did. I'm telling you, coming from an addict, to have parents that had to deal with me, and then me having to deal with parents that were addicts as well or alcoholics. I get it. There's no, she said exactly what a mother should have said. You need to get help. Please do it. It's got to be your choice, though. And she's just so supportive. And I love that, even though Robert Sr. lives in Florida, they're whatever's going on with them, they're fucking happy. In the way they live, they're happy. And then when she said he told me he loved me and I was a great mom, and that her face was so happy. She said, I love the fact that she values what he thinks, regardless of what everybody else wants to say about him. Whatever's happening, they're doing what's right for them, and they had to deal with their kid. And the fact that he was even there for his son, I love it. As much as I can't stand the other ladies, I think Heather said the right things. I don't think it was fake. Whitney said the right things to Mary. They all did. And Angie opening up about her mom. So she on her Instagram and her DMs, or I'm sorry, on the thing at the bottom, I forget what they're called. Not reels, but something else. She has one of my old stories. It looks like a reel, whatever. And the song, there's a song on there. I can't remember the name of it. I hear it all the time. Now my mind's going blank. But anyway, so she has a song that I always hear, and I think my grandma sends me. So I leave her a DM about it, and she said, "Oh my God, that song is something reminds me about my mom." And she opened up a little bit about her mom, but on camera, with Mary, the fact that Mary said that if your mom was here, I was like, wow, I couldn't imagine like how Angie feels, thinking that she could have probably helped her mom if she was a little bit older. That makes me so sad for her, because I did the same shit. I wanted to fix my dad my whole life. Like, I thought that he chose alcohol over us. I didn't understand addiction until I became an addict. I have so much guilt right now. I still have guilt. He's still here. And I have so much guilt because I was so mean to him. Like, we used to fight. And it's like, and because I looked at him as another friend, as another addict, my dad. He was my friend, you know what I mean? For a long, long time. I got over him being, it was crazy. But like, she lost her mom so young to this. And that's her whole life. She's felt like something was undone or unsaid. And for Mary to say that to her, and it made it so much, I don't know, it filled like a void for Angie that I feel I love. I said to her, please don't ever think that your mom didn't love you, or like she chose that over you. I know that's not true.
And it's not a choice. That's what people don't understand. Addiction is not a choice. It's like these fat people. Some people can't put the cheeseburger down like that. You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it just can't. It's just your body. You can not eat anything and be a certain weight, but that's just who you are, right?
Yeah.
And
like even like, so you're saying even being anorexic, that's a mind thing. There's like something in our minds that makes it happen.
I always think I'm fat. I think I'm fat when I'm 120 pounds. I still think I'm fat. I see fat on, and I don't say that a lot, but I'm so insecure about it. I got so skinny at one point that I was like, oh my God, I do look really bad. You don't see what everybody else sees. You really don't.
Right.
And I know that like Angie's a hairdresser and all that. But she's like, look, you know, when she said, what did she say to Meredith? You're a lawyer. I'm a fucking hairdresser. I'm a hairdresser. You should be able to bury me or something. I think about that. Meredith is a fucking educated lawyer, and look how she acts. It's like Angie has so much more class, and like they all just seem like, I don't know.
Maybe that's why Meredith doesn't practice, because she can't win. She's not quick on her toes.
And she's too sensitive. She wants to fight. She wants to be right instead of happy, I think, too. Like she literally chooses right instead of happy sometimes. And sometimes you just have to choose happy instead of being right, and just stop the fight, whatever you're trying to prove with Sean. Or it's like, don't just be happy, bitch. Like, stop fighting everything. I learned that a long time ago. Like, I'd rather just be happy. I don't want to fight. I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to be right. Happy.
The lady on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know that show you don't really know about that I always do about?
Yes, and I love hearing about it. Yes.
She quit this morning, girl. She quit the show.
Wait, who is it?
After blowing up the spot, she blew up production. She blew up her co-stars. She pulled out text messages from production. She showed half phone numbers. Then she quit, and tomorrow's the reunion, and she just quit. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's her name? Which one was it?
Melody Cherie Rodney. She was Melody Hall.
She's an OG, right?
Huh?
She's an OG Melody, right?
Yeah, she created the show, and then she created the show, brought it to Carlos King. He morphed it enough to say he created the show, but gave her credits, like EP credits and stuff like that on it for the last 9 years. And she was like, she's suing them. She's suing them. They left it. The reason she quit is because they put in the ending, you know how that says the summary for the next episode.
Yeah.
Episode 30 for season 9. You guys, if you Google it right now, it's missing in action. You'll get a 404 error if you try to get to that page, because they had to remove it after she blew them up, because she's like, oh, thank you so much for putting that in writing without vetting it, without confirming it, because one of her co-stars alleged that they were groomed by her and her husband, and then OWN and the production company put it in writing as the synopsis for the episode, and that's why she finally quit. They asked.
OWN? I forgot that OWN owns that. Oh. So tomorrow's the reunion. When are you doing your live about it this weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a live about what just happened, probably later today or tomorrow morning, and then we'll do a live about the thing probably. Well, that comes on tomorrow. I see it by like 6. We could probably talk about it. But
Do you
yeah,
watch?
girl, oh my gosh.
Do you watch it and then like? Do you watch it? It's Saturday night. Do you watch it and then talk about it right after, or like, does anybody? Do you guys do
You know
any?
what? I don't talk about it unless I'm led to, but I will definitely talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I watched the reunion because I kind of have a gist of who's who, but I would like to watch the reunion now because
And if
that's
you guys don't have OWN, their channels, if you just type in Love and Meredith Huntsville live tomorrow, YouTube has one of those like things that show it. That's how I watch it at 5 instead of waiting till 9.
there's one
Yeah.
channel that freaking streams every freaking show you can think of. It's like,
Yeah.
and then if there was like this Chinese guy on his computer.
Yeah,
like,
that's the channel. That's totally the channel.
I was like, what's he doing? Oh, he's putting on. I was like typing. I was like, thank you. And he doesn't even look at us. I was like, whatever. I was like, and Sister Wives is on it.
Yeah, all the shows are over there, you guys. So,
I was like,
I also watched it on HBO Max.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max too. You're right.
Okay, so what did you? So I said with Mary, I like the fact that her husband or whatever he is, Robert Sr., he was there for Robert Jr. and he said he related to him because he smoked pot. He had a pot problem, and you know what? The fact that they tried to destroy her life and her family and her character, I wouldn't want him on the show. I wouldn't be on the show either. I would have fucking beat feet, exit stage left. That's on you. Like Mary's doing good. She's clocked in. They're obviously happy, and like I said, you could see in her face that when he said that, she made her happy to hear that, and I love that fact. I do. And when Andy was crying, talking to Mary, oh my God! As much as I talk shit on Andy, I think he was thinking at the time, if my son said that to me, how devastating it would feel. Like I used to tell my mom that all the time. And I felt like nothing. I felt like I don't belong here. I want to go home. I'm not like everybody else. Like I have a hard time being like, I would cry to my mom all the time. I hated myself and I didn't know why. I just didn't feel, I still don't feel right. I mean, now I know why. This is my first incarnation. Like I'm like literally, some people are like here 300, 400 times. I'm literally the first time I'm ever here. It's crazy. But my mom would look at me. She would never acknowledge anything was wrong. And if, and that led me to start being a self-medicator. And thank God that Robert, he did this. It was so much easier to get sober when you're younger and you haven't been an addict for a long time. I realized as more years that went by, it was harder for me to quit. I spent 20 years doing every fucking drug and then until I died. And then that was it. And it was like, I wish that I self-medicated and my mom just would not acknowledge. I love her. She was doing the best she can. That I literally was not right. And I don't think she wanted to I don't know. I love Mary for doing this. And I do believe all the women when they said they watched it with their kids and it helped because it does. It's talking about that. And then he got help. And I also feel like too, it makes you feel a little more accountable when you have the whole world watching you and seeing how you're doing and rooting you on. And I would feel more accountable and it would make me want to be more clean. Like it would guide me. Like this helps me too. Like everything that I've accomplished after I'm clean, that keeps me from ever going back to where I was. And that's the truth, and it took me till I was almost in my 40s. Like I'm in my 40s. It was easier to quit when I was younger. And I'm just glad that they got a hold of it. And I know that she's watching and worried about him. And that's true. It's people, places, and things. But if he has something else to focus on, like other friends that are sober, and I don't know what's going on with his wife. I don't think that I think she's still in rehab. So that makes me think she had more of a problem than he did. And hey, if my sister, I know people that have to go to rehab for a year. Then stay there for a whole year just to learn how to live again, a different life. You spend your whole, we didn't know.
Honestly, I feel like she might have been the person that like really helped him go there. I don't know why, but you know how like you'll do things more if you have a person with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I feel like I don't, my opinion only, my perception is two addicts that had to go to or should not be together. I think I've never seen it work.
Right.
It's too hard because I could never be with an addict like me. I would not, I can't say no, and I would need my partner to do it. And you can't be two of us. I don't like myself. I turn myself off. Like my husband's the complete opposite of me. And I'm not saying that this is my perception, but I don't feel like, what the fuck was I just saying? I just lost my train of thought. This keeps happening. Holy crap.
Oh, the two
Kind
addicts.
about your train of thought. You just,
Wait, what did I say?
That two addicts, like
God,
you
sorry,
said,
the two addicts is too hard for two addicts to be together. And if he's really married to that woman, and I hope that she is getting clean, but I feel like it's going to be hard for them to not do that again. Because, I mean, if you have money and nobody's kicking you out, you're not in the streets, you're not in courts, you don't have, like, I went to rehab 17 times for everybody else before I did it for myself. I went because the courts made me. I went because parole. I had to stay out of prison. My parents would kick me out. I went every fucking time for everybody else, and it didn't work because I was like, I don't want to be clean. I'm getting high. Like I did not want to do it. I was honest about it. I said, I need fucking help. Like, I'm self-medicating. Leave me the fuck alone. But I had to stay sober. Like, I had to not be homeless, and I had to stay sober for fucking parole and probation and fucking. I had no drug charges yet. That was the whole time. I'm on fucking, it was like 20 years. I'm worried about drug tests.
Oh my God. Speaking of charges, sorry. Did you see? I sent it all to you. Joe Giudice said that the Gorgas were responsible for getting him in jail during an interview.
Christ. Are you? As I didn't listen to it because I knew what he was going to say was going to piss me off. Are you fucking kidding me? I told you what happened.
Like my loser's brother-in-law.
I have proof. They got caught. I told you why they got caught. They signed Joe Chacon, Monica Chacon. I'm gonna get that fucking clip and I'm gonna fucking debunk it.
It's in your DM on.
This is over. I'm so tired of this.
All over the place yesterday, girl.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of them saying this. They are so fucking stupid. I have the goddamn fucking. Oh my God. They signed another fucking person. The partner's name, Monica and Joe. The other guy, Joe Pecorelli, I forget his last name, but Monica Chacon's his wife. That's not who the fuck you are. They caught you. You're supposed to satisfy the mortgage because it's in their name, and you didn't. And that's why you got caught. It was then you got caught because of your taxes. That was after the fact. Nobody turned you in because nobody knew what doing it.
You're frozen, Krista.
I need my EpiPen. I can't. He's worse than Louis. I can't believe he's still saying. I knew watching what they were talking about was going to make me mad because they're such fucking liars. That is such bullshit. And how many times are they going to say this? And people are going to say you're not making sense. All right. Let me get my EpiPen.
You gotta watch it. You can I'm on Instagram, and it's there's like 3 different videos. But then I saw that after he did that interview, he went on Teresa's show on her little.
So he did that before.
He went over there too, but I don't think that's where the interview is from.
I thought that was her. I don't want to see what the fuck they were talking about. I can't believe they can sit there and fucking Joe Judas. You know what's happening? I told you what he's doing. They have a fucking sex toy business, him and Teresa. They're live. They don't admit to it. They wash the money through that business. Louis' money. I can't even deal with this. Like, okay, I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to get those fucking clips. I feel like I need to get Joe or Melissa because I literally I fought with Jacqueline Larita about this about 3 months ago. I mean, it was like, and everybody else was trying to get involved, and we were like, "Shut the fuck up and let us get through that." Like, because I'm like, Jacqueline, this is wrong, blah blah blah, and she admitted to, like, I'm like, this is what the fuck is going on, and you know, why are you lying? Why are you recreating history? Why are you fucking bringing Melissa and Joe back into this? And then now Judice is doing it. Get the fuck out! They're free. Joe, Gorga, Melissa, you know, I got your fucking back.
And I'm like, you're like sitting up here calling your brother, oh, he's a loser. He was talking to the
face. He's a loser. You went to prison, motherfucker.
I'm like. He watched your kids while I was like, the loser watched your kids and took care of your wife.
He's got the same business. He's got the same business he started with. And so does Melissa. Melissa has Envy. They have more money. They don't need the show. Joe and Teresa do. They were fucking criminals, not Joe and Melissa. I can't believe him. What a fuck.
Obvious because of who went to jail.
We were all committing mortgage fraud, not Joe and Melissa. Frank was a fucking. I was a part of something.
And it's how many years since he got out of jail that he's coming back with this BS?
It's like been 5 years
already.
You know what she said? She had the balls to fucking say that Joe going away and living in a different country makes him not able to fucking help support his kids. Why can't he support his kids from a different country? What the fuck do you mean, Teresa? Why are you telling people that? The fact that he's kissing her ass, that proves to me I'm right about their business. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I save everything.
Ooh, you should actually. I don't know if you're going to do a Friday Night Live, but you could do that in the Friday Night Live tonight.
I think I'm going to because I'm shaking. I got receipts, proof, and timelines, motherfuckers, for after years. I got it for days. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's shit. It's them. It's their words. I don't have to say shit. I'm going to show you what he says and what really happened and how it doesn't make any sense. What the fuck are you talking about? And Teresa went to prison because she lied about her assets. Not because that's not the first time they committed mortgage fraud. It's the only time they got caught. That's it. We were doing it for years because we got fucked. 2008 fucked us so bad that we were making 6 digits or whatever it's called. We were making over $100,000 a year to making nothing because we were commission based on mortgages and new home purchases, refinances. I was a refi. I did it for 10 years. And 2008 hit, and I was closing 8 loans a month, and I couldn't even close 8 a year in 2008. I had to walk away from it. We all got fucked. You know, we started committing mortgage fraud because the lending laws, we were freaking out. We're like, where are we going to go? We can't make this kind of money. We didn't go to fucking college. We didn't realize, we didn't realize this business was going to do this. We got into it very young, early 20s. I learned a mortgage business. 2008 hits. We got so fucking fucked. I still owe the IRS money. Like, and they fucking literally, they're still fucked. He's still not paid off. Like, I can't believe these people. I need Monica Chacon to come out of the fucking woodwork. Because I tell all the Teresa, you are not Monica Chacon, bitch. Stop fucking saying. How does she tell everybody she signed a piece of paper with her name and didn't know what it was? You signed Monica Chacon's name, a thing liar.
That was her story. Remember, she's like, "Oh, he just brought me the papers, and it was my husband, and I trusted him, and so I just signed." But you signed somebody else's name, bitch.
It's not that complicated. It's a Teresa. It was a mortgage application. It's not that hard to fucking explain. People are like, "Oh, it was some weird thing with some paperwork." It was a goddamn mortgage application. You think she doesn't know what that is? He was in the business. I can't. He was a contractor. Frank was our lawyer. I was the fucking, my best friend was the realtor. I was doing the mortgages. We had a processor, not just our company. There were 7 different companies. It was a whole thing in Jersey. A lot of people got in trouble after that because we were all fucking greedy and drug addicts and had to support a fucking house. We were buying houses and cars. And then all of a sudden we're like, no money. We you know what I mean? We didn't know any better. I was like, oh shit. Like, I was commission based and never had to worry about a fucking paycheck. And then fucking IRS. But and then all of a sudden I'm like making nothing. And then my boss steals from me. And that was my best friend's husband. I can't, if I go into this, the fact that he came on and said that Joe, it was him $10,000. You ran off with our money. You ran off. I closed 8 loans in June of 2008 or 2009. You took the fuck off. I came to work and it was dust bunnies. I walked in the office, dust bunnies.
Yeah.
Dust bunnies. They literally left. They left the state after getting in trouble because we were collecting application fees on mortgages and we weren't allowed in New Jersey. I didn't know that, but my boss was doing it and we got in trouble for it. And then that opened up a whole bunch of shit and he just took off. I'm so over them. I don't forgive her, but I've never, 2 years ago, I literally cut the contract. I cut the cord. I don't like it to bother me, but the fact that they keep saying this fucking narrative blows my mind how stupid they are. Like, I know nobody listens to me, but Christ, I fucking prove it all the time. I don't even have to tell you what I know. I show you what they say. It's so fucking ridiculous. Oh my God, Joe, what is wrong with you? You know why? Because he's fucking cleaning their money. He's upped in their shit, and that's why he's kissing her ass. Because he's not a logical man. He's a logical man. He knows what the fuck's going on. And he's going to sit there and fucking do that shit. And his brother didn't do shit to him. Damn, Joe, man, you are a fucking piece of shit. You know better, motherfucker. Wow. You let your wife kill 4 dogs. I mean, come on, man. Whatever. I just, where's my EpiPen? I don't know where my EpiPen is. I need my EpiPen. Where's my pot? Juicy, you're about to get some shit. I had to do this. I swear I'm about to do this again. I did it with fucking Jacqueline. I had to prove this whole Patreon. I'm not talking literally. Jacqueline, admit to this fucking shit. You know what happened, what day, what you said. We know I know that's how you feel. You don't. That's exactly how you feel about Teresa. You don't love her now. Get the fuck out of here. Please stop it. And if you want to recreate history, leave your fucking Melissa and Joe out of it, please. Stop fucking extorting them. And we know Teresa was picking on Joe this whole time. She admitted to it. So stop the bullshit. You're fucking losers. I hate this. I've been fucked over by the best of them around here, and I just can't take this shit. I really can't. Manny, I'm sorry about the other day. Obviously, I'm having a week that where like the bullshit is like overflowing. I'm going to like literally, I'm going to have to pull every fucking receipt I have because I'm going to listen to these fucking things that he's saying because I knew it was going to piss me off. But it's like, I don't know why they keep doing this to them. And Joe and Melissa, I know they just don't say anything, but they don't have to. I will. They can just sit back and let them bury themselves, and I'll just prove all these motherfuckers. I can't. It's their own words, their own shit. Like, how do you know your own? It's like committing crimes on camera again. It's like they're literally like going on reality TV while they're committing crimes. That's what it feels like. Like, are you stupid? Like, Do you not know that I know? Like we remember. I don't forget anything, especially people with fucking other people. I won't. I can't tell you what I did yesterday, but I can tell you exactly what you did and how you fucked me over, and I can tell you how you know what I mean. I don't forget. I have such a hard time with that. I really have a hard time with forgiveness. I don't forgive anybody, and that's my problem. But like, this is the shit I'm talking about. If this was my friend, like my best friend did the shit to me. Like she was out there saying all these different narratives, and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? I don't understand. What do you mean? I'm the one has a podcast. I can prove Real Housewives of Methville, bitch. You want me to pull the fucking receipts for that? Really? Real Housewives of Methville. I will fucking show every goddamn video, everything you typed, every time you fucked up, everything. Oh my God, Krista. No, I'm not going to do that because that would be stupid. And I would have to ruin my brand. And I'm manic. And okay, so sorry guys. I cannot. I know, Manny, you have no. I just did this with Jacqueline. I just had to do this with Jacqueline. I might even have to pull that shit up. I'm gonna have to get a hold of Joe and Melissa. Like, I'm just tired of this. I really am. They got me on the wrong motherfucking day. Wrong day. Yesterday, I probably wouldn't have gave a shit. I was looking at it. I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to this. It's gonna make me mad. I know it's gonna make me mad. I can tell by her face. I don't even have to hear what she's saying. I can tell that her mouth is moving. It's like bullshit. Lies, lies, lies. And then the truth, all about the truth. They are so fucking stupid. I'm so sick of their bullshit too. Like, you're off the clock. Like, they're not here anymore. Why are you literally still? It's like, you know, what is it when you're like with your captor? When you fall in love, you're like obsessed with your captor, and you just can't see that they're doing anything wrong to you. That's what it feels like with them. Well, Teresa's not a housewife anymore. Why are you still? You're off. They're not paying you. I don't think they're paying them anymore. Like, why are you still trying to like make them out to be good people or something? It's like. What, it's the same. I feel like I could pull every fucking week that All About the Truth has a fucking headline that says Joey Jordan told them into the turn the IRS and Joey Jordan's fault. It's like, how many times are you gonna pull that fucking that clickbait? It's so easy to prove that that's the you. Oh my God, you have to. Oh my God, if you're gonna commit a crime, please pay your taxes. Like, you don't fuck them out of the tax. Like, you got caught, bitch. What the fuck? They're not gonna let you not satisfy the mortgage in their name, you dumbass. Like, oh my God. That is mortgage fraud. It wasn't like they just did it that one time. Once they saw what they did to Chacon, there's all the other stuff came through. And then she tells everybody he didn't pay his taxes on his business taxes. That's why he got in trouble. What? He's not even a citizen, you idiot. Like, it's like, go get to be a citizen, my friend. Like, 47 years, and you knew you had to become a citizen. You just didn't do it. As you're committing crimes, knowing you'll get deported. Do you see the shit? Do you see the fuckery of this? The fuckery that, like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Am I not being logical? To me, it makes sense. If you're committing crimes, don't go on reality TV. Don't fucking and don't lie about it. The sure as fuck don't sit there and lie about it. I don't understand the logic. I don't know where the psychology behind that is. I keep asking other psychologists, why do people that are committing crimes go on reality TV and show off? Do they want to get caught? Like, I swear to God, I haven't been in trouble in, like, I don't know, since 2017. I was off paper. I still don't have, I just got my ID because I was afraid for the IRS or the government to know who the fuck I am and where I'm at. I'm still afraid of them. Like, I didn't want to be like, I didn't want them. I just, even though I pay my tax, I pay them back little by little. I was so afraid for them to have an identity again. Because I'm not stupid. Like, I can't believe these people do these crimes and they just literally do it. It's like you want to get caught. I don't understand. What kind of criminal does that? Like, you know what I mean? Who does that? Just hit. And then my friends will come over and tell me about stuff. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to know. Don't include me in if you tell me that puts me in, that makes me a liability, like, or whatever that's called. Like, I have to perjure myself one day if you get caught. Don't ever tell me what you've done. Like, my friends know better. I don't want to know. Even if you have drugs, I don't know where you got them. I don't want to know anything. I'm not going to fucking be, don't ever call me to testify or nothing. I don't know shit. I don't know nothing. I behind my gates, and I still can't stand away. I still can't get away from it. I don't understand. You know what? It's not my fuckery, but the fuckery is going to be, again, I'm going to have to do this shit again. It's going to be a nice Friday night. Well, Mary got a hug. Sorry, guys. I can't find my EpiPen, so I'm allergic to bullshit and lobsters and shellfish. And right now, I am having an allergic reaction. And I need my EpiPen. These motherfuckers. Allergic. I can't believe it. I really can't. I thought, okay, maybe he's saying something about the girls. Maybe it's not that bad. You know that Louis not even doing the podcast anymore. He's in fucking Florida all the time. He's doing what a narcissist does. He's punishing Teresa for something. He's on his, like he did to every other person he's with. I don't know why she thinks she's any different. He's had 5 relationships in the last 10 years. a runaway bride, an engagement. He was living with somebody when he met Teresa, and she's like, now Juicy's all fucking wrapped up with them. He should know better. He looks at his kid, the whole song situation. Are we not going to address that? I think we might have to address that now. I want to know why the fuck you didn't address Louis about that. Like, they're 14 years old, your daughter's wearing a thong, and you're not saying anything. You're like, oh, they're great. Louis' a great guy. Oh, yeah, well, he's fucking literally obsessing over your daughter's fucking thongs. Oh, my God. I'm not even mad at Louis. I'm mad at Teresa. But she's such an asshole. I asked her what broken her and when, and she can't answer me. I said, literally, what broken you? That's all I want to know. That's my only question. Everything else is fucking, it's rhetorical. I don't want your answer. I know the answer to all the other questions I have. Whew, I can't find my EpiPen. I don't know what happened. I had it this whole time. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I apologize. Sorry. Dustin, I told somebody yesterday that I do this to you all the time. When it comes to Jersey, I can't, I'll just go off for about 15 minutes and forget where I'm at, and I totally black out about it. I'm back. I can't believe these people. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know why I mean, I feel like, I swear to God, like, they want to be called, I don't think they want people to call them liars. I don't get it. I'm going to look at the comment section because I don't know how many people support this bullshit. We are Bravo. Like, we are sleuths. We know when you're lying. And I can't believe that she still has people that will back up her lies when they're so provable that she's a liar and a fucking a dog murderer and a liar. I'm gonna have to maybe pull that article too. I'm done with this bitch. I'm firing her. I'm Blake Lively, and she's gonna be Justin Maroney. I'm gonna bury this bitch. I'm gonna try to. I really have to. Like, I don't know. People don't listen to me. The fact that, like, I had to do this with I save everything. I went through all 13 seasons before the season started to figure out what the fuck went wrong. And I, like, clipped a bunch of shit. And there's all the shit that she says about the tax and all that shit about getting caught all the time. How much I have her saying how she loved her brother and how close they were. And until literally, and then I debunked the fact that she says something opposite. I have her saying the opposite. It's like, Teresa, Louis, did he wear no-nose pajamas or not? Did he call fucking Bo Deedle or not? He said he did. He said he's a fucking liar. That is a lie. That is 2 lies that you got caught in. You also went to prison. That's a lie too. So your brother's your brother's a loser. I can't deal. I can't deal. I can't do. I got to text her. I can't. I can't. I know Joe. I know Gorga. I know they don't respond, but I'm just gonna have to. What time is it? Oh my God. I have to go to my doctor's appointment, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Gorga, where are you at? What time is it? I think I'm gonna do it. What time should I do it?
It's 1:11 my time, so probably 12:11 your time.
2. I want people to say it because I don't know. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to tag a bunch. I really don't understand what's wrong. I don't get it. If anybody wants to, like, I don't know, Large, if you want to come up and try to, like, keep me from losing my mind, that would be great. I know it's hard because I can't stop, but, like, maybe we could have, like, a code word or something.
I'm here, so I'll try to keep you from losing your mind.
Yeah, but I think somebody needs to do basos with me and make me, like, move on to the next debunk thing. Because I'll just keep saying it over and over. Like, I don't know why. That's what I don't get it. I've been really repeating myself.
She's just on mute.
I know. I've been repeating myself for 12 years. I don't get it. Like, I say the same thing over and over. The same thing happened with me and my ex-best friend. Stories never changed. I was honest about my life. She lies about everything. She's the other half of my soul. But I literally am over that friendship. I'm over what she did to me. But I'm not over all the other bitches that fucked me over that. And it just, I don't know. People, I'm not angry. I'm just like, this is how I communicate. And this is the thing. Like, people are like, oh, you're so angry, right? I'm angry. I'm like frustrated, but that's the way I communicate. Like, the device goes down, I'm not going to think about it. I mean, I probably will this because it's a little bit close to home. But usually when our devices go down, like, these people and their problems aren't my people or my fucking problems. You know? But it's like, I know Joe and Melissa just sit back and let them bury themselves and lie and stuff. But it's like, it's getting to the point where she got to walk away from the show, not accountable for anything. Not a reunion, not a fucking nothing. And then sit up and lie all over social media. Like, we don't know the truth. And the people that don't see it, I don't understand that. I'm like, I don't understand what the whole Lisa Barlow love too. Like, I'm so fascinated by people that don't think she's wrong. And I love that. And if people think that, I would love for somebody like Teresa, somebody to come up that is actually a Teresa fan and tell me when I'm wrong. Like, we'll discuss this whole thing like I've done with Jacqueline. Okay. I'll just say, look, can you please, like, I don't get it. Like, I wish you would just answer me why She's broken. Like, what broken her and when? And why are we lying, Teresa? Why do we have to keep going over this over and over? Where's my EpiPen, man? But anyway, guys, I'm sorry. There's 700 people, 600 people, TikTok and everything. Don't mind me, guys. I know it's like you're running through TikTok. It's like they go on and they go off. That's a lot of people. I apologize for my rants. I'm allergic to bullshit and lobsters. And Teresa's bullshit and he's a lobster. And I can't believe so did somebody, oh my God, where's this? I can't. I'm glad you sent it to me because I don't think I can listen to Teresa. I'm going to try to listen to them talk. And if I clip it and pull up, I'm just going to fuck with her though. I'm going to have to maybe not do that one. Because I'm just going to be petty because I'm just as stupid as her when I talk. Like I can't speak either and I communicate like an asshole too. But at least I make sense, I think. I don't know. I don't even have to say shit. I just have her own words. I have heard the monkey her own bullshit. It's like, here, this is what you said, and this is what you said here. That's a lie. Here's the other lie. Here's the other lie, Joe. Let's tell everybody how you're running through the money, how you're washing all their Loewy's money. You want to talk about that? How they don't have any money? And why are you here? Like, your girls are bitches. I don't care. Everybody's like, oh, their kids are off limits. No. The shit that they say about other people and me, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm whatever. I should be able to just be like, I'm not going to say Catania. I don't say Catania at all over this. That's what we call it around here. We call it Catania when you want to be Switzerland because they're always Switzerland. But I'm not Catania on this one at all, man. I'm not Catania in this one at all. I never have. I feel bad. Oh, look who's here. Robin Marie. Robin Marie, if you're listening to me, she would be a good one to come up here because she sees everything. Sees everything. I really wish that I had the money to go on that cruise. I think me and Teresa I would probably go overboard. I don't know how Shannon Bedore is going to do that. Did you hear that? Shannon Bedore is the third housewife on the sea cruise with Teresa and Dolores. And Dolores,
good luck with that.
Dolores didn't want to go with Teresa. She's done with Teresa. And literally I would have probably had to go. I would have went and saved her from having to hang out with Teresa. I really would have. I would have inserted myself like a stage 5 clinger. Like, I'm coming on this cruise. I want to help you. You don't have to hang out with her, Robin. You can come with me. We'll be the buffers between them. But now we have Shannon. Shannon might be a good buffer. I don't think it doesn't make any sense to me. Shannon's not Jersey is a hard. Shannon's not a Jersey. I don't get why Shannon. Good for Shannon, but like, she doesn't drink, and I don't know what the hell they're gonna. I don't understand what's happening. I really thought it was going to be like Dorinda or something. I love you, Shannon, but I feel like you should be there with like Vicky. Listen, my sister-in-law's on Instagram. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Madden or Brandon, my nephew and my niece, if you're watching. Hello. Love you guys. It sucks. I can see that people join and I can see all the chat, but I can't see if you guys are still there. But you probably very rarely get to see me rant on my podcast. But unfortunately, Jen Aiden, oh my God, Jen Aiden went into hiding, guys. Is anybody there? Anybody listen? So OC, we still have a whole week left, right? Not OC. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, guys. We still have part 3, and I feel like we're gonna get to the
I'm just trying to let you talk. I don't want to interrupt you.
I appreciate you, Justin. I appreciate the 700 people that are watching us. I feel like they're probably TikTok's funny because I guess the number I guess I don't know what it's called because I'm live on there. I don't know how to use it. I can't even really see it, but I get a lot of comments afterwards, and some of them they're really actually pretty good.
They're called likes on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like so like I get a lot of comments. They tell me I'm funny and shit. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, and they're like, look at you laugh at yourself. I'm like, I know. She's like, 1 minute you're flipping the fuck out, and the next minute you're laughing. I said, I know. I'm not angry. It's just how I communicate. Like my dad thinks I'm yelling at him all the time, and I'm not. Like my sister-in-law will tell you. We had a discussion just recently, and it sounded like I was like being me, like an asshole, and I'm really not. I'm very emotional. I'm like, it's just crazy. I feel like I watch myself back. I'm like, oh my God, I have to apologize to every single person I've ever had a discussion with ever in my life. I know, but it's not nice. It's just, thank God, I try to get through Salt Lake, but you know what happens? I'm allergic to the fucking lobster, man, and it like seeps through her, and I've had to literally not. But I like. What I had to do, not had to do it with Jacqueline, but I needed Jacqueline to admit that everything she was saying was bullshit. Please, Jacqueline, please don't. I had to go through this whole damn thing, and then people are like, "Well, this," and like, no, please leave us the fuck alone right now. We're both like, shut the fuck up. We got this because it's a lot of shit, and it's like I remember. I don't forget a lot. I don't forget anything really. When you fuck me over, I don't forget. And I have a. It sucks. I really wish I could get over shit, but I don't. See, I remove myself because I know that I don't handle things the best way. So I just remove myself from everything, and I stay over here in my little bubble, unfortunately. And then I'm like, I'm lonely. All I have is my podcast, and they don't like me. And I'm
You're
ranting.
okay. You just you
I
process the
know.
ways.
I
You
know,
process.
Jacqueline. Why don't you come up and
You
help
pro,
me out?
you process the things.
I know, Dustin, but how many times did see? I would have been okay if Joe Judice didn't come out and start doing his bull. Like, I feel like the universe is like
You
kicking my ass
process.
or something. It's like a nudging me.
You process.
Mhm.
You process the things the way you process it. So it's not
Dustin, you know,
everybody processes things differently.
I know. I just should know better than do it. Thank God I can like take the last part of this podcast episode out. Sometimes I leave them because it's 3 hours. I'm like,
Just
I don't.
like I process the things that I process,
I
the way
know.
that I process it.
I know.
So
How many
you
times?
can't. Everybody processes things differently,
I know. I'm like,
and
guys. Sometimes Dustin.
it's not.
Sorry, Dustin. Sorry.
And it's not. Your way to process things is not. Everybody has a different way of processing things, so it's not really. It's not really. It's not really just you. It's everybody has a certain way of processing news that they get or processing things they're going through.
Mm-hmm. And
And
I'm like,
that's part of the way you are, Krista. So it's not your fault the
oh,
way you process things. But
I know. Thank
everybody processes things differently. So I'm just trying to get you to understand that it's okay to feel the way you feel.
you. Oh, Dustin, thank you. Honestly, I like you said it to me before. A lot of people, like, nobody's really even said that to me before, really, that I have a right to feel the way I feel. My sister actually does now. My sister, after living with me for our whole lives, she's starting to understand me, and we get along so much better now. But she did say that to me one time, and that's all I really needed her to say. Like, I just need her to acknowledge that,
I
like,
mean, everybody processes the things differently. So,
yeah. I know I sound ridiculous to her, but things that upset her that sound ridiculous to me. But she's like, I don't want to tell you you're wrong because I know that's your reality. And I was like, my sister knows as much as we would fight. She knows me better than I know myself. She knows absolutely everything about me, and vice versa. And it's like she knows me, and we fight, but like I know sometimes she's right, and like she's like, you got to just. She tells me stop doing this. You need to stop doing it on your podcast. I'm like, but Chad, I can edit it out. I'm live, and I know that all 500 people aren't going to subscribe because of this, but they're not leave. But I have to fix my screen. I'll be right back. Can you stay on for 2 seconds?
That's okay. Everybody, let's just wait till Krista gets back. I'm just taking over for a couple minutes. But everybody, it's okay to process things. Do you process the way you process them? Because I know I'm processing all the things right now. And the way I process things is okay too.
Am I? But there I am. Sorry, I'm here.
Okay, you're back.
Okay. So reality connoisseur, I'm sorry. I want to get back. I'll get back into housewives. Okay. So I can't see anything. Where's my glasses? On me.
I'm sorry, I'm just just talking to people about how they process things real quick. But
I know. But don't reality connoisseur, you know me about this thing with Teresa. Do you feel like I repeat myself every single time? I feel like that's like
you repeat yourself, but that's the way
yeah.
you do things.
I know. It's so like
and I'm not saying it's not wrong to repeat your things. That's how you feel about it. I feel very and I said this before. I feel very at peace when I'm going through things. Sometimes, uh, you know, I feel the most at peace at the most at the most at peace and the most supported by Jonathan. So that's just how I process things.
I know, and I
So,
love that. I love that he's that person for you because I had like Danny Mamir, like and Aaron. I've done it to them. Like and I hate to do that to them because I know that they don't know that's like they met me like this. They don't know my history, so they don't know that like I feel horrible like going to them and like when I'm literally losing my mind over that. Like recently, the things that were happening, I literally didn't know what I was like. I was even upsetting myself because I couldn't process it. I like to process it and get rid of it, or not get rid of it, but process it and like try to, deal with it. So I try to deal with things, and it's like I'm not medicated. I don't take my lithium. I stopped taking it years ago. I feel like now I'm better than. I might lose my mind for about 15 minutes, but before I would be for days. It would cripple me. Like now I can just move on and but like I'm gonna have to like. This is.
I'm just saying that's how I process things. So everybody has a way
I'm
of
sorry
processing things.
Yeah. I do it in life too. I do it in my life, and I say it all the time. I don't ask for much when I say the people in my life that I need to do certain things because I bend for everybody because I'm so fucked up. I feel like I'm always the one that's probably wrong, so I'm always bending and changing and making allowances for myself.
Not wrong. It's the way you feel.
Well, no, listen. Sometimes I'm hard to fucking get along. I'm hard to deal with. So I'm like,
I know. I've been through it myself with you. So,
I know.
So
that's what I need. Like, my family, they don't. I don't know. I can't even deal.
It's okay.
I myself for years.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's how I get through things.
No, I can't. I know. What did Kim do? Wait a minute. Hold on. What did Kim do? I'll tell you all about her. She's an asshole.
Hi, Kim D. How you doing?
Listen. I can't believe she's doing that either. That's another one. I had to unsubscribe because she's recreating history again. She's now taking everything she said and turning it. They're doing it. They're all doing it. They're taking what was happening before, everything they were saying against Teresa, Team Melissa and Joe, and now because Teresa, for some reason, I don't know why they have to go on and talk about this. They've been talking about this whole podcast every time Kim's. Oh, it's all about Joe and Melissa. It's like literally going through every single season and recreating what happened and making it Melissa and Joe's fault. I was like, Jacqueline, I was losing it. And Dana's like, Jesus Christ. I said, Dana, do you understand they do this all the time? And it's like, I tell them not to say, just let them do it. Let them bury themselves. Let's just move on because Louis will show us who he is. But then now I feel like they're getting away with it because there's no fucking show. There's no, the podcast. I can't go fight with them on there. I went to the fucking live show and I was like, what broke in you, Teresa? And when? It's like, she doesn't know. She has no idea. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what happened. She doesn't know why she doesn't know why she hates her brother. Because up until that Louis, he was such a great brother. I can't believe it. Wait till I play this for you. This is recently.
You're okay.
Loves her brother. Losing it.
I'm gonna go on mute for a while.
Huh?
I'm gonna go on mute for a while so you can play your video.
Well, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna do a separate live. I don't want to keep it on this one. I'm gonna like I do usually. I'm gonna make it, I guess, soon because I just gotta get the clips. I gotta listen to it and then find the clips of the bullshit.
Okay.
But yeah. Sorry. I mean, usually I'm here for a lot longer, but like, I'm not gonna take forever. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna.
No, it's okay.
And thank you, Kathy, for saying that. I know. I literally watch other shows and I'm like, I wish I could just get through it all and not sidetrack like I do. And I try to do that. I got to think of how I can actually do that.
I say it again. That's the way you are. So
I know, but see, I want to try to be a little more professional, like the first hour.
You are professional. There's some days where I don't feel like being professional, but I am.
Know, but it's been 4 years, and it's like, there's a reason that people don't collab with me a lot.
I am the way I am, so you either take it or leave it.
I know, Dustin, but I don't like the way I am. At least
I know it. I know you don't. But I'm just saying.
I want to be able to like
myself.
Do my show, and
I'm
then
just saying you get the way.
Mm-hmm.
You get.
I know.
You either take the way that I am.
I know.
Or you leave it. That's this way I process things. So I could be one day I could be okay, and another day I could be emotional. And so
I know.
like it's okay.
Thank
I'm just saying it's okay for you to be the way you are. So
thank you for that.
It's okay to change yourself.
Thank you for saying that, seriously. Because like I know. I don't know why I keep saying it because I know I am who I am. And I try my best all the time, and I'm not going to get medicated for that. I don't want to, and I feel like this is my outlet too, but at least I'm getting views and downloads and people
Let's be honest the way you feel, cause I don't know. There's sometimes I don't feel like there's sometimes I don't feel like myself. There's sometimes I don't feel like you are totally honest about how you are feeling in that time. But I think you need to be more honest about how you feel with your people because we do understand how you feel. Or anyway, I do, so I don't
I,
understand about other
I
people.
think I feel like I sound ridiculous sometimes too. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I'm not like, I feel like sometimes I'm like, am I not making sense? Like later on when I do this, and if I don't make sense, please tell me. If I look crazy and I'm showing you things that aren't making sense, like if I'm not debunking what Teresa says, tell me, and I will logically fucking like literally okay. I'll say
You're,
okay.
you're making you're making sense to me, but I
I
can't
know, but
sit
like I
here
feel like other
and
people,
talk about for other people because
understand. But how
it
can
makes
Juicy
sense
feel
to
that way?
me.
Where's my weed? I don't know how Juicy can sit there and I
But
haven't
I
watched
don't
it yet.
know. I don't know if Large still here or
He's there.
not.
I don't know
It,
how but
I know that her avatar is still up here, but I don't know if she's still here. But please, if you don't,
yeah,
if you're here, Larger, please try. Huh?
oh, she's all right. I'm gonna end it. I don't want to keep being
Okay.
talking pride. I don't want to keep talking.
I didn't know if she was here or
No,
not.
I don't want to keep being all like I'm not. I'm trying to end it like a little more professional with everybody. But hey, Q, I'm sorry. I was doing my show and then I got off track with Salt
Yeah,
Lake.
we can talk about backstage.
Yeah, I don't. I kind of don't. I really kind of just want to. I got to get that show ready, Dustin. Honestly.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, like I'm just gonna because I have to focus on that. If not, I'll be like this. I'm really gonna try to stay on track later and not get sidetracked over it because I want to make sense once and for all. Because he's out there with this freaking reel going around. I just can't believe it. And I'm curious to see what the people in the comment section say. Like I'll show everything, and then like I'm not gonna hide like what I this shit. I'm just gonna show you what's wrong, like how they're lying, and with their own
That's
admissions,
okay.
like they have the other side of them lie. It's like what do you like? What you wake up and you pick a timeline? This is the timeline where it's Melissa's fault, and the next day is the timeline where it's Teresa's. We're not doing that. We're not going back and forth.
Kind of doing timelining. We're not
Yeah.
doing kind of timeline jumping.
No. There's a great timeline where it's not Melissa and Joe's fault, and how you said it wasn't their fault. And then, do you love your brother or not, bitch? Stop fucking lying about it. I can't
Thank
do it.
you. Hi, DJ.
All right, guys. I'm sorry about this. 500 people. I'm going to end the live. This is Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I hope I got through everything. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do this and not sidetrack. Huh?
I'm sorry if I sidetracked you with the Joe and Melissa stuff.
That's okay. I know better. I probably should. I know better. I probably should. I probably for the first hour should probably really just stick to my show, and then because I know how not to get sidetracked. I feel like I tried. I tried it again today, do it, and it didn't work. It's not your fault. I'm too manic.
It wasn't actually the reunion part 2 wasn't that interesting aside from trying to
Really? Oh, I thought it was good. That's why I was like excited to talk about it, but I fucking ruined it. I ruined it. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm always apologizing. I gotta really work on this and like not be so manic. But,
I think
guys.
2025 should be the year that you're flaws and all, and you can stop judging you and you exist.
I know, but I watched my lives back and I realized like I don't know how to stay on track. It really bothers me. It does bother me a lot.
Well,
I don't know how to
sidetrack you for too long. And look, I had stepped away and didn't realize you did Joe the whole time I was gone.
I know. I was like, I didn't know if you were there, and then I couldn't hear anybody, and I'm like, I gotta just end
I was
this.
here. I think
No, Dustin.
Larger, she was here, but I didn't know she was on mute or what was going on.
I know. Listen, can I just say this, please? Because I really have to.
If everybody makes smash her buttons and ring her bell, so when she does come live and we're talking about something else, you guys will know about it.
Yeah, I know. All right. I feel like I try my best. I don't know. I'm getting frustrated with myself. I mean, it's not. I know it's Friday. It's not a big deal. All right, I'm gonna get this one together because I'm gonna start talking.
I'll see you what time you going live on the next one?
I probably like an hour. I gotta.
Okay, I'll be there.
All right.
I have my bell rung too, darling. Love you.
I'll send us the link. Love you.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace. All right, guys. I'm not leaving out. They're gonna go out, and then I'll talk to my peoples. Dustin, can I drop you out so I can end my thing?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right. Thank you. I just I want to put my thing on. How can I get you on here? Can you
I can drop out.
All right, thank you. Because I can't see myself. I'm going to make myself bigger. All right, guys. All right, listen, I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to, I love interacting with you guys, but I know that I'm not staying on track. I'm not doing good. I'm not doing my best. And I got to figure out, like, I know it's my fault. I got to figure out how to, like, I want to get to my, like, I have my notes ready. And it's like, I keep doing this. It's been doing this for like weeks. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to stay on track. I don't know how to control my, my ADHD. I don't know what to do. I know maybe just I should have a banner. Please don't bring up Jersey. No Jersey talk. Please don't. Look, I'm allergic. I can't help it. And I felt like deserved my whole hour and I didn't do it. But you know, well, I'll be back because I need to smoke some weed. I need to get a hold of Joe and Melissa and let them know that I'm doing this because I don't want them to say, don't do it. Let's fucking leave them alone. Blah, blah, blah. No, you guys can go have a fun. I will have a good time telling everybody how much of a fucking liar your sister is because I do it all the time. And people laugh at me. And I would love people, please, tree huggers. If there's any tree huggers left, I would love to have a discussion because if I'm not seeing something, I would love to see what you all see. If you don't see, and then I don't want this. What do you see that's making you think this person's that way? Oh, I don't know. Don't go off on anything. Answer my questions or my ADHD will go crazy. That's when I drop out of my own lives. Like I have to have, I know, I gotta go. I'm fine. I know you guys know me. I'm cool. You know, at least I look good today. At least I think I look good anyway. I mean, fuck. I'm not gonna. I have to go the Botox filler doctor. I should probably just not go to that tonight. Like it's all good. It's like nothing. It's not. It's like Ozempic, and I'm gonna go get my Botox and fillers. But I'd rather just debunk Teresa. TikTok, I love you people. Wow, that's a lot of people. I don't know what you guys see in me. I know the TikTok runs through. I gotta watch it. When I watch it back, it's kind of funny. But I gotta get like another device. I need like my tablet or something so I can watch the TikTok live. For some reason they don't let us do it up here, and it would be great to see everything them interacting with you guys. TikTok, if you guys do interact, come over to YouTube and just get in the comment section, you know, so that we can discuss things. If you guys think I'm funny, I think I'm funny sometimes. I laugh at myself for being so ridiculous. Like I know that these people are not my people or my problems. It's like I'm so emotionally invested because I just Lordy. Oh, I'd rather debunk their bullshit instead of mine. Like, I've already debunked my life. All right, I love y'all. And I promise I'm going to try to smile when I talk to Trevor. This is crazy. I went to the goddamn live show and I said, I didn't get in line. I didn't get, like, pictures with her. I'd let everybody else do that. But at one point, I had to ask. She doesn't answer. It was like a rhetorical question, actually. I said, the only question I have is, when did you break? What broke in you and when? And everything else is just rhetorical. But hi. And Angie K was there too. I didn't know Angie K was going to be there. I literally remember I said, Teresa is literally doing a live show. She's not advertising it and she's going to be by herself. How the fuck is that going to work? That's how we met Peter Pantos. He's the DJ person host, which I loved having. Listen, I know that we had a host with Adam and all. Having a host is so much better. Oh my God. I was like, oh, thank God Teresa's not going. I thought she was going to. That would be an epic fail. I was like, I need to go there and then give her something to talk about because nobody wants to hear about her and fucking little Louie. Nobody wants to hear her lies. Maybe if I'm there, it would be interesting because we would have a whole discussion and maybe get through some things and maybe it'd be therapy for me because I just don't understand her. It bothers the fuck out of me. And then he did try to ruin my fucking podcast. He did try to get me thrown off of fucking. He tried to get me shadowed, but he tried to get me all fucked up, Louie. But it didn't work because I don't do anything wrong. A cease and assist is nothing but a fucking written warning. We don't give a fuck about cease and assist, motherfucker. You're not going to pay to sue us. It used to be like, remember once we would get like one a week. Literally, whatever. You can't. It's not fucking. It's not. What's it called? If it's true, I'm allowed to say it. Especially if you're the one telling me, Louie, you wore no-nose fucking pajamas. You told me that. You told the world you wore no-nose pajamas. So what the fuck? Where's the lie? All right, guys, I'll see you in an hour or two. Look, probably 4:20. Because I'm not going to get my doctor's appointment, I think. I'm just going to change it. I really don't know why, but I feel like this has to be done. And then I'm just going to, like I say all the time, I wave the white flag with Erica. We haven't gotten into what she's doing in Vegas and her ex-Tom. I told you all that last year. I love Erica, but I love her more. I would love her with my man. I think if she gets back with Tom Sr., we look how hot Tommy Jr. Rizzo is. Oh my God, did you see him on court TV? Jesus Christ, he's hot. He's a sergeant in LAPD. Damn, Erica, get back with his dad. All right, guys. Sorry, 2 hours and 1 hour of me ranting. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Everybody watching, I love you all. 600 people on TikTok. Well, more than that. Everybody on Instagram. Everybody on Facebook and Twitter. And anybody that's not in the live chat. Thanks for listening. Thanks for liking. Thanks for making TikTok the best monetization anyway. In fact, they were going to take it from us too. They pay you so much. YouTube takes 45%. Did you fucking know that? I didn't know that. 45%? I'm like, I'm poor again. I'm fucking poor again. What the fuck? And then you pay taxes on it? TikTok doesn't do that. All right, I love y'all. I'm just saying. Mimir. Oh, Restream. Larja, I forgot. Listen, this is my ADHD. Here I go. I have shiny butterfly syndrome. I forgot about Restream. Oh my God. This is $88 fucking a month. Fuck you, StreamYard. You're done. I'm done with StreamYard. I'm going to go to Restream and pay $15 a month and do the same shit. They don't understand we need StreamYard, and they were the only ones that let us have 5 different platforms at once. That's why I didn't go anywhere else. And they literally changed the prices overnight and didn't tell us and charged us double in our accounts. StreamYard just did that. All of a sudden, it was $88 a month. I'm like, oh, no, my podcast is supposed to be me doing it. Right? All right, I love you. I'm done. Thanks for listening. I know you'll all be back with me in 2 hours. I'll send all the links out. And anybody watching on Instagram, I wish you guys would comment so I knew you were there. Hey, Lisa Cunningham, thank you for saying something. It triggers it so I know you're here. I'll be back in like an hour or two. I didn't know that Juicy was out running his goddamn mouth. And I can debunk everything he said, and I'm going to have to do it. So Lisa Cunningham, I think you might be a Jersey fan. And I'm not going to argue with this. I'm just going to literally, I need to listen to what he said, because I have a feeling it's the same bullshit she says. And then I'm going to have to get all the fucking clips of all the lies that they're telling and how they, oh my God. I might even have to throw fucking Laura in there again, that lying ass bitch. She was the one who was with Jen Aiden, by the way. Laura Lee, you lose her. Laura Lee, no news. Everybody surrounds Kim D. What do I think about Kim D? Somebody asked me that. Somebody asked me about Kim D. Kim D hates Teresa. We know this. They're not fucking friends. You know that they're sitting there. I don't know what they're doing. I know Kim knows it's all bullshit. I refuse to watch Dana's live with Kim D. I had to unsubscribe from her. I told her, please don't talk about Jersey. Neither one of us should, because we know the truth and we know that it's all lies. And I'm not going to kiss Teresa's ass. And we're not going to sit there and act like Joe and Melissa did anything wrong, because they didn't. And I'll show you where Teresa said that too. All right. I'm not crazy. This bitch is. All right. I love y'all. I smile. I know I got shot at 4 years ago because of Teresa, because of the whole fruit punch. I thought I was going to throat punch her. I said fruit punch. And here I go again. And like literally, it's always going to be her that gets me in trouble. I got to learn my fucking lesson. All right. I'll be back too. I'm going to be back in an hour or two, probably 4:20. Because I'm going to listen to Juicy, and it's going to piss me the fuck off. All right. I love y'all. Bye. I'm going to have to literally, I know, I missed her too. I'm going to have to debunk Teresa again, like I did in Jacqueline and Dana's Patreon. I look like a crazy person. We both did, but it had to be said. I'm like, this is all bullshit right here. It's all fucking bullshit. Like, do I have to remind you, Jacqueline, of what you've said recently? like, let's get the text message to Jacqueline or to Jackie, loser Jackie. And that's how you really feel about Teresa. Let's not fucking forget. All right. I don't forget. I love y'all. Goodbye. I'm really going to end it this time.